And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
What up, everyone? Welcome back. It is Monday, May 4th. I'm not going to say the thing that everyone's been saying today. Just happy Star Wars Day, everybody. All right. And with that out of the way, we are back with Arkham Horror, the LCG. We are continuing with episode 4. This is scenario 4 of our Return to the Path to Carcosa campaign. I know that there was a little scariness last week after we finished, because there was some shakeups around here, where Fantasy Flight and Asmodee seem to be sort of taking things down and things like that. And so we were, thinking about whether or not we were going to continue our playthrough, but we were like, well, of course we're going to continue our playthrough. We own the game.
Right.
Matt has, and like he put it to me, everything that you can possibly get, he has. He has gotten. And so if we were in a place where me and Matt were in the same town, man, I would be over his house all the time playing this game. All right. And but since he lives in a different state, this is just the way we can play. And since we own the product, we feel okay about playing it. And we can't, well, I know. I personally could not stop playing this game. I can't go halfway through a campaign, my very first campaign of Arkham Horror, and then just stop short. Like I was like, I need to finish. I need to know. I need to know what happens. I need to know what happens when I cause us doubt by not taking an Onyx clasp. That's what I need to know.
Right.
So before we start, let's do the usual. Matt, how have you been? How was your week, dude?
I'm not bad. Good. Busy work week, but otherwise, pretty good stuff. Just enjoying the usual. What about you?
It's been pretty good. It's getting like super hot here. Spring doesn't last as long as I remember when I was a kid. And it's just like super hot. It's been like in the 80s and humid over here. And we've been having some freak windstorms. So yesterday, which was like basically the 2-month anniversary of the huge tornado that came through our town, we had I guess what they're calling a derecho, which is like straight, like 70 mile per hour winds that don't cyclone. They just go straight in a line, and knocked out. Basically, it's I think the electric company put out a tweet and said it was like the largest amount of people without a power on record for them. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy here. So Evil Ed knows what I'm talking about. It's been a really crazy month for weather. Last couple of months for weather here in Tennessee, it's been a little bit crazy, especially compounded on top of COVID and all that other stuff. It's been like pretty nuts. And on top of all of that, Tennessee, basically like not my county, but most of other counties sort of opened up this week, which, makes me feel like it's a little scary out there and a little too soon, but not to get too hard on the politics of Corona, but I feel like it's too soon, and I know that everyone's looking at my state now being like, well, let's see what happens over there, and then we'll make a decision. And I'm like, I understand that somebody had to be first. Didn't exactly want it to be my state.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I've been staying home. Unfortunately, my wife has been, since she's sort of a mission critical part of her firm, today was her first day back in the office. So she's been working for like 7 weeks or 6.5 weeks or however long it was. But today was the first day that I think like 20% of the staff is going back in. They have like health people taking temperatures. They have like all of these, like, they have a new like sanitary handbook that they had to like read and learn and like know like where they can and can't go and what they can and can't touch in the office, all that stuff. It's been really nuts. Yeah, crazy times right now. Makes me very happy that I can just work from home, and that's what I've been doing for the last few years.
Yeah.
And your work from home stuff has been working out, right?
Yeah. I've done 100% of my sessions from home for like 6-ish weeks now.
Dude, it's so
But
crazy,
yeah,
man. Yeah.
so it's maybe it's longer than that. God, I've lost track. But yeah, I've been doing them for a long time, since like the week our governor was like, get back in there. And so
Yeah.
I think technically my industry, you are allowed to do it face to face, but it's one of those things where, to me, I don't really see a reason to. I don't see a reason that I need to sit in the office of my clients under these circumstances. Like, I prefer to do stuff face to face. It goes up to me.
Yep.
But at this point now, like, it's one of those things that like it I can live without. And there are a couple clients who stepped away, at least temporarily, because that's not to their liking, and that's all right. We'll check back in with them after all this is done and kind of see where things are at.
Yeah. I feel like yeah, I can see that being like therapy and and that kind of stuff being like essential. Being like you can meet, but they're also being now when you meet, there's like all these additional stressors that you kind of have to like work past just to have a conversation. I don't know. Well, yeah, seems crazy. But wow, I'm sorry we went through we went woo right off the rails there, guys. Uh, we are playing Arkham Horror, and we're going to get into that really quick. But before that, I'm going to do a couple quick announcements. One is, if you weren't around last Thursday when me and Chris played Cat Lady for the first time by AEG and our friends at Nomad Games who digitized that. We were playing Cat Lady. We had a really great time. Super simple, super quick. I think like even lighter than Sushi Go esque game, drafting game.
Yes.
And we gave away a couple copies of Steam codes for that. And if you are watching and you didn't get in on that giveaway, I want to say that we have it. We have a giveaway going on right now, and we will do the giveaway on Thursday of this week. So it is a Steam code giveaway, and so you can enter now in chat. All you have to do is be a follower of the camp, and your first ticket will be free. So if you do !ticket in chat, you can get a free ticket. If you want to go all in, there's a 100 ticket max cap, and each ticket costs 10 crits. So if you have 1,000 crits, you can go all in by going !ticket space 100. Check your crits by going !crits in chat. You can also go to streamelements.com/quickcam to enter there as well. Also, I want to do a reminder that if you are watching on YouTube and you want to get this as well, this is the first time we're doing a YouTube giveaway. So on the Cat Lady video VOD that we posted in YouTube from last week, if you sub to the camp over there, you like the video, and you write a comment, and the comment can just be, tell me you like cats. Tell me your cat's name. Do anything you want. We will pick a random person that commented there and give them a free Steam code as well. So I just want to let everybody know there's a giveaway ongoing right now. And there's also, I want to jump back here and let me remove this image. This Wednesday, Mr. D. Brad Talton Jr. of Level 99 Games will join me and Chris as we play Bullet, which is the latest game from them, which is going to be launching on Kickstarter May 19th. It's a shoot-'em-up puzzle action game, I think is what they're calling it. So can't wait to dive into this. Brad's been really great about when we bring him on, he teaches us the games really well. I always think that Brad's pretty well spoken and has a really nice demeanor. So it's always really fun to play games with him. I can't wait for him to teach us this game, and we can sort of get into it. He says that we're probably gonna like it, and he's never been wrong. So there it is. So everyone, it's exciting stuff. This Wednesday we will be on with Brad from Level 99 Games playing Bullet. To celebrate, to get hype going a little bit before the Kickstarter. And on Thursday, we'll be doing that Cat Lady giveaway. So also want to say hi to everybody in chat. Kung Fu Hippie, Evil Ed, who's still working from home, which is great. I'm glad to hear about that. And Reld says, I'm playing Charterstone with coworkers around the country. So I took a break on Charterstone because Chris went on paternity leave, and so my game with him and Dan Patrice has been put on hold right now. But I am kind of interested in playing another game, so maybe we can start a game. Matt, have you been playing Charterstone at all, or?
No, I actually haven't heard of that. That's not ringing a bell.
Oh, okay. Charterstone is this really cool, like it's like a light to mid Euro legacy game. And so they just made a digital version. I think it's Acram Digital. Just made it, and they've been like, the developers are super busy. They keep adding more stuff and patching stuff like every other day. Uh, and so yeah, it released to big fanfare. It's been a lot of fun. Um, it's as you play through the scenario. I think there's like, I don't know, like 10 rounds or something like that you play, and you keep unlocking these things per round that keeps changing the gameplay.
Cool.
And because it's like me and Chris's first time ever playing, like we don't know what's being unlocked at all. And so it's been really fun to just like jump in. Although it's been hurting Chris's brain a little bit. We're not big Euro game players.
Fair enough.
But it's been pretty fun. But yeah, I want to get back into that. Hopefully, at some point, me and Chris and Dan Patrice can get back and play that game. That'd be really awesome.
Cool.
I think that's all my announcements here. Did you have any game like new games that you've been playing this week, or things that you've been hyped about, or anything before we jump in? Or
Um, we tried out Clank this weekend. I hadn't played that. That was pretty fun. I think it's the only
nice,
like new thing we did on Sunday. But yeah, that game's pretty cool.
yeah. Do you want to mention to anybody about the new announcements for Arkham Horror?
Oh, yeah. Which thing are we talking? Oh, you're talking about the new expansion,
Yeah, the new
video.
expansion.
Yeah, yeah. So we've known about this video for a while for the next expansion. It's actually right there on the mod. They even have a little spot for it called the Innsmouth Conspiracy. But the big thing that they're doing there is they are finally, for the first time since the game began. So this is what, like six. This will be the seventh campaign if you count this core set. They're going to be adding new tokens, and these tokens can go into the bag. And it's cool, like bless and curse mechanic. And bless tokens are good. Curse mechanics are bad, but every time you draw one, you set it to the side and draw another thing. So blessed tokens will give you +2, curse tokens give you -2. And so like they make it a lot harder to pick the correct math, which is part of the exciting part. And so a bunch of characters do cool stuff. Certain cards will do certain stuff. Some classes interact more with curse tokens. I think rogues will get curse tokens to get some big effect now, whereas like guardians will generate more blessed tokens. Like the new guardian woman they revealed, Sister Mary, is a nun who just, I think, it adds like 3 to 5 at the beginning of the game, and then every turn adds another blessed token.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, they're actually like going to be changing up the bag and how it works, and there's some other really cool things in there. They're adding like flood tokens and keys, and it's just gonna be really sweet.
I mean, I wasn't sure if this kind of mechanic where you can do chaos bag manipulation already existed, but when you and I were texting about it, I got like immediately hyped because I was like, oh my god, like because chaos bag has been like really not been a friend, all right, to us, and so the idea that you can sort of dilute the bag with things for me was I was like that seems like OP as hell. And so I was like, this is such a cool mechanic because you're just slightly changing the odds in your favor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, what was the whole thing? Like, if you pick a bless or a curse token, you take it out of the bag, and then it's basically you pick another token, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not
a permanent.
It's not fully changing the odds.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah, because not permanent, but it does make you can like nudge the math in your favor or against your favor. And I'm sure that all the different missions are going to do all kinds of stuff with that. But they revealed that cool seeker card that's like, if there are 10 curses in the bag, you get to record in your campaign log that you did something with this journal, and then you turn half the curses into blessed. So they've had some other cards like that for seekers where you do a thing and record in your campaign log X, Y, or Z, and then later you can get XP versions of the card that do something really neat. So let's see what this one does. But
yeah, that was particularly cool. The flavor of that was really amazing. It was basically like this like item or this tome, and it was just like, yeah, once there was a certain amount, once you hit the prerequisite amount of curses in the bag or something like that, it was like it's like you have translated the tome.
Yeah.
And then you immediately like replace things in the bag, like half of the bad things with good things, and you're just like, the flavor of that to me was like so cool. Of like, oh, so you have to take the initial hit by having all this bad stuff in the bag, but then
Yeah.
because you translated all the bad stuff, it's like you can now you understand it, and now it's like you can work for your benefit. I was like, the people that are behind this game is they're really good at the flavor, and I think that's part of the thing that I've been really enjoying it like a lot. And I was even talking to Casey just before I went on stream because she was asking me, she was like, "Oh, are you playing the 4th installment of your game with Matt?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I hadn't really explained to her what the game was exactly, and so, and she's not like a gamer, right? She's like a super casual gamer, and so in my head, I'm like, I don't even know how to begin to describe this. I was like, what you have to do, I was like, before I even describe anything to you, I was like, what you need to understand is like, there's a lot of different game mechanics in this game, and they're all smashed together. But the core thing is this like storytelling, like as choose your own adventure kind of like feel to it.
Yeah.
Where like all your decisions could come back to haunt you, or your decisions could be, helpful to you later. But that's just the overarching story to it. Like within that are all these mechanics of like deck building and fighting and finding clues and like doing all this stuff. And like I kept explaining to her, and I could tell that like her face kind of glazed over. She was like, okay, I didn't really need this, but I wasn't done, and I just kept going, and I was like, and then this, and then you got this, and then there's randomization, and then you can manipulate all this stuff, and I was, and yeah, I think she was done with my explanation. I think she just wanted to let me know. She wanted me to say, yeah, me and Matt are having a lot of fun, and we're gonna continue to have fun. So yeah, with that, let's move on here. We're in the mod right now, which is not available, and we are playing continue our campaign, Return to the Path to Carcosa. We're on scenario 4, the Unspeakable Oath. So it is this one in a row right here, the Unspeakable Oath of it says Mythos pack at the bottom, which I'm not really sure what that is. And we've went ahead and sort of preset things up so we can dive in. But just to let you know where we've been, here on the first, here in the first act, I'm going to do this. I do this at the beginning of every stream, but just to catch everybody up if you haven't been watching. In the first scenario, we were in a theater watching a play called The King in Yellow. We fell asleep. Woke up to everyone dead around us, disarray, chasing a guy in a weird mask. We were trying to find clues, we were trying to fight things, and then we ended up passed out on the street outside the theater. We went to the back of the theater. We saw a sign that said that the cast was meeting at some party. So we made our way to the cast party, which was basically scenario 2, in which we had to interview or talk to a whole bunch of people before they turned into monsters and tried to like destroy us. A lot of funky stuff happening at that house party. Matt went insane. I carried him out. We got into the car. We took a ride to scenario 3, the Echoes of the Past, where we ended up in the Historical Society Museum because we were trying to figure out, hey man, has this play been in this town before? What happened last time? And so we met up with this really cool dude, Mr. Peabody, who was like, yo, you want info? And we were like, yeah, Mr. Peabody, like, we don't know what's going on. And he was like, he pulled a book from a bookshelf, and there was a special passageway from the conservatory to the lounge. And we went in there, and basically we read some old newspaper stuff and some old notes that said that the play was in Arkham before. And then all this crazy shit happened just as well, like just the same that happened to us. But it's been hidden in this library, and like nobody remembers or whatever. And there was also an onyx clasp there that we had to choose whether or not we were going to take with us. I had a really hard time with this. I decided to leave it, fearing that if we took it, we would be cursed. And I already have a man with the pallid mask in my deck. And so now we are on scenario 4, the Unspeakable Oath. If we go here to the campaign log, I had 5 XP to spend to upgrade my deck. Matt had 3. I have 3 mental trauma. Matt has 2. And let's see. Yeah, and then you can see that we've chased the stranger number 3. We had to click a doubt from our last scenario. So this is the main overview of kind of where we are in the story. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Tacopo, thank you so much for watching, and sorry, completely understandable. I don't want to spoil the story for you. All right, did I miss anything important there, Matt?
No, that sounds right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do we want to quickly talk about our upgrades before we sort of start talking about the campaign?
Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
All right, cool. So I had 5 XP because I get 2 extra XP because of this arcane research for spells. And so I was going through all the cards. Guys, this is like one of the best parts of this game is being able to see the options, what you can do. And what I've decided to do is I am upgrading both my copies of Ward of Protection to this 2 dot or 2 XP version. So I'm using 4 XP for that, and I'm going to bank my final XP. And what this did was Ward of Protection is a spell event, and it's a fast play. And whenever the base one is if I draw a non-weakness treachery card, I can play this and cancel that effect and then take a horror. What's nice about the upgraded version is it's when I or Matt at any location draws a non-weakness treachery card, I can now cancel that revelation effect and take a horror. So, so the bad cards are truly bad, and they've been bad to us. And I felt like we needed a little bit more defense, a little bit there. And I was thinking about some other possibilities, but I thought that this was probably the strongest move, and it banks me 1 XP to use for later.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw that in my deck, and then these are going to push off to the side, and that's done. Let's move over to you, Matt.
Mine's very simple. I just took the other deduction that I had yet to update yet. I'll pull it out just so you guys can see it again. But before I had only done one of these. Now I have the second one, so I turned the other one into a second copy. 2 XP, it gets another book icon and allows you to potentially get 3 clues if you succeed by 2 or more instead of just 2. So hugely efficient. And yeah, I mean, not
cool.
Quite as much as Lyle's got, but very helpful, I hope, in the long run.
Awesome. All right. So, All right, so we are now on scenario 4, the Unspeakable Oath. Should we go to the campaign book and read anything?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me get it to the right page right there. Okay, you're good to go.
Okay, scenario 4, everybody, the Unspeakable Oath. Let's get some ambient music. Let's start that up. All right, scenario 4, the Unspeakable Oath. Check the campaign log. If the followers of the sign have found their way forward, read intro 1, which I don't believe they have. So we skip to intro number 2. Is that correct? All right. Intro number 2. Over the course of the next few days, you delve into the evidence you've collected, hoping to find any information regarding Daniel Chesterfield, the stagehand during the previous production of The King in Yellow. As far as you can tell, he is the only surviving member of that production's cast and crew. The rest of them, that is, those whom you can find any records at all, disappeared or died soon after opening night in a variety of fashions connected only by their morbidness, freak accidents, suicides, vanishings. It would seem that Daniel is your only lead if you were to investigate further. According to the records you have found, he was admitted to Arkham Asylum many years ago. All documentation about Daniel's treatment seems to end there. You're unsure if he's even still alive. Perhaps he was cured and released. You were hoping to avoid this, but there seems to be one way to find out. You collect your belongings and head downtown towards Arkham Asylum. Oh, snap. We're going to Arkham, baby.
Intro 3?
All right, intro 3. As you enter the asylum, you stop to speak with the receptionist, though you feel your body urge to step deeper into the clutches of this madhouse. He gives you a confused expression as you tell him of the King in Yellow and of Daniel, but at your insistence, he pours through his file cabinet, eventually pulling out a stark white folder. Inside is a wealth of information about the patients admitted to the asylum, medical records, psychiatric evaluations, and the like. You recognize a few of the faces as he flips through the pages. Daniel Chesterfield, yes? He is admitted under the special care of Dr. Mintz, but you can't see him. His level is restricted to staff only. You argue and insist to be let into the patient wing, knowing that Daniel must hold the key to understanding what's really going on. The receptionist gives a pitying smile and relents, nodding to the security guards nearby. Oh, of course, he says with all honesty of a street peddler. I will schedule a meeting for you with Dr. Mintz so you can speak with them about Daniel. These gentlemen will see you in. Relieved that you will soon get the answers you seek, you are escorted into the patient wing of Arkham Asylum. Check the campaign log. If Constance Dumaine is listed under VIPs interviewed, proceed to Constance's information, otherwise skip to setup. So, She is interviewed. Amazing. All right. So proceed to Constance's information. You recall what Constance had told you when you spoke with her during her hellish dinner party. She and the other members of the cast and crew had been told by the director Nigel Ingram to take some kind of oath. At first she'd written it off as some whim of an eccentric artist, something Mr. Ingram did as a strange formality to unite and strengthen the bonds of the cast and crew. And to his credit, she claimed that it had worked. Ever since they'd taken the strange oath, she and other members of the troupe felt much more confident and full of spirit. Perhaps Daniel had a similar experience during his last production of The King in Yellow. You must speak to him about this. All right, here we go. Each investigator places the top card of his or her deck face down in his or her play area without looking at it. Treat this card as a courage asset with a 0 cost, no icons, and 2 sanity. Discard this card if it leaves play for any reason. All right, so what does that mean?
So take the top card of your deck and set it here. Just set it wherever you would
so
like.
I should shuffle my deck first?
Yep. So what this is saying is it's kind of like if you had an ally that had 2 horror soak on it. This can soak 2 horror for you, and when it does and it dies, it just gets discarded to your discard pile.
Okay.
So it's like we had 2 free sanity as a reward for interviewing Constance and learning what it is that she learned.
Okay.
I think I'm going to put my sanity on it because I'm going to forget why it's there otherwise. So
yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
And normally, obviously, put it on so that I take it off, but in this case I'm going to do that. But yeah, that's what that means. It's like the first reward we've gotten because we did that.
Because we did something, yeah.
Otherwise, the setup is all here for us. You have these 2 piles up here, Lunatic and Monster. Those will make sense as we progress. They will be referenced. Otherwise, you don't need to know about them. I think that it might be mentioned on the cards here, either initially or very soon. Otherwise, we had to add a new bad token to the bag. Not because we did anything wrong, but just because based on the difficulty level, you added -2, 3, 4, or 5. We're on standards, we added a -3. And that's just to show that the things are getting more difficult. So that's in the bag. Our 2 tablets are in the bag, as is on our sheet. And finally, we have to decide individually which one of these 2 asylum halls to start in. We can start in the same one, we can start in a different one, but I'll let you choose and then I'll choose. And yeah, otherwise I think they are exactly the same on the front.
Okay. So we either choose to go together or not to.
We will be right next to each other, but it's one of those things where this person has access to this person in theory. But if you look at the basement here, you can't enter that right now. Something will later tell us what we need to do to enter it, but right now this is currently inaccessible.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then I'm probably going to put myself in this middle one right here.
Okay. I will also go there with you for now. So I guess before we even flip that, let's read the agenda and the act.
All right. And I also want to say thank you so much for the resub, Kung Fu Hippie. I'll do your wheel spin in a little bit. And what up, Xbox? All right. So the agenda deck. Agenda 1A, locked inside. The patient wing of the asylum is far quieter and lonelier than you had expected. The hall reeks of chemicals and body odor. As soon as you are escorted inside, the doors behind you are closed and locked tight. I don't like it. I don't like this, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna commit us, dude. They're gonna commit us. All right, here we go. The Act Deck. Act 1A, Arkham Asylum. Aside from a few patients giving you a wide berth, there aren't any orderlies or doctors around to speak with. Looks like you'll have to find Mr. Chesterfield on your own. To advance, the Act Deck is 6 clues, so 3 per investigator. The Agenda Deck is 2 doom.
So the good thing about that Agenda Deck is if you find your Arcane Initiate early, you can play it on turn 2, play her doom, and use it all game. So
Right.
that would be awesome. Good luck. That'd be really sweet. And hopefully whatever card you got here isn't really important.
Yeah, that would be great. I want that to be Arcane Studies, like, so bad. Okay.
So we'll do our mulligans and stuff first, and then I'll flip over my hunch deck.
All right, so $5, 5 cards. Matt gets -2 resources because of his weakness over here.
I'm going to toss 3.
Oh, I'm keeping that. All right, I am keeping Arcane Initiate, and then I'm going to throw back Mortar Protection, Guts. Yeah, I'll throw that back right now. No, I'm going to keep this one. Oops, I don't want that. Whoops, I put it in. Goddamn.
Yeah, it happens.
I forgot that they auto. All right, so I'm
Yep.
going to get 3. And then I put these back and shuffle the deck.
Oh, sick. And you got there. Oh, well.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I'm going to rip my hunch card, and it is Imposter Sketches. Oh, and I guess we should flip over the location we're currently on. So it says, a pleasant atmosphere of the reception area disappeared as soon as Dr. Mintz shut the thick iron door behind them. The temperature dropped to a clammy chill, and a foul, sharp stench hung in the air. Now we have Miri, the investigators of Arkham Horror.
All right.
We can flip that bad boy, and there's no clue on it.
No clue. Shroud of 2. The Asylum Halls, the Western Patient Wing. After you defeat a lunatic enemy at this location, you draw a card. Okay.
Okay.
It would have been nice if there was a clue here.
Yep. Yeah, I would have really liked that. Okay. Well, would you like to take the initiative?
All right. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I forgot what my Hollow Mirror does. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
The other one that either heals or sanity and draws a card. It's just a good heal.
So right now there's no Doom. If I put out the Arcane Initiate now,
It'll immediately advance next turn. So
yeah,
if you can wait
I'm
one
gonna
turn.
wait on Let's wait on that. And then this is the first time I actually have Spirit Seeker in all the games that we played. Choose an asset you control with uses. Either return that asset to your hand or remove all charges from that asset to your resource pool as resources. That's kind of badass.
Yeah, you can just keep replaying your empty spells. Or if a spell's no longer useful to you, you just turn it into money.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna. I mean, if you want me to go first, I think it's basically a setup turn.
Yeah, I'm probably doing that too.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to play. What do I want to play? If I play Rite of Seeking, that's so much money. But I think that's okay. I'm going to play Rite of Seeking. It's going to come with an extra charge because my passive. It's going to cost me $4. And then I think I'm going to just maybe get a buck and get a card.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me get the card first and see. Okay. Yeah, and I'll get a buck.
So you've got a ton of Glue Gather in your hand. So do I. But I have my gun also. So maybe with the clue gather you have, I need to prioritize getting my gun out.
Yeah,
Sucks
maybe.
is, monetarily speaking, I'm low because of my weakness.
Right.
My indebted. Um, but I also have this card that lets me get money if all the clue is cleared off of a location. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a setup turn here too. Then depending upon if you go somewhere that has like a decent shroud value or something, I may or may not follow because crack the case gives me money based upon how high the shroud of the location is. So I think my first action will be to get $1.
Okay.
My second action I think will be to play my gun just in case an enemy shows up. And then I'm actually going to get $1 more because my hand's kind of expensive.
Okay.
I'm done. So flip this. We have no enemies.
Yep.
So we're on to draw a card and get $1.
And the doom goes up, right?
And that's actually after.
Oh,
so
after. Okay.
Look, it's enemy phase first. Then we do our upkeep phase, which we untap everything, get our card in our buck. Then doom goes up. And then we draw our bad cards. So you're first.
Yeah, doom went up. And we're going to draw bad cards. And here we go. Alright, it is a treachery card. Maddening Delusions, Terror, Surge, which means I draw another card. Revelation, if you have one or more hidden cards in your hand, take 1 horror.
You do not.
I do not.
You'll know.
So then I just click for another. I just discard this, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can actually put them on top of each other. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, it's a peril.
Okay, not looking. Not looking.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh. Oh, I have to do this. Okay, well, you can look at it because just don't influence my decision. So I have, guys, this is a peril, Sign of Haster. Attach the Sign of Haster to either the current agenda or the current act. Limit 1 per agenda act. Each time an investigator takes 1 or more horror, she takes an additional horror. So I'm actually going to put this to the agenda because we're about to flip that anyway, right?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly right. As soon as that flips, that will go away because each card is its own separate instance.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then I'm going to discard this other card.
Okay. And I will draw mine. Bleeding Walls. Test Mind X. X is the shroud value of your location, which I believe is 2.
It's 2.
If I fail, lose 1 action and take 1 horror.
Oh my god.
That sucks. And I don't have any pitch cards for it. Do you have any in mind? You don't mind throwing me? I'm at a base 2, so if it's not a 2 icon, it's probably not worth it. If you don't want to lose anything, don't worry about it, and I'll just take the hit.
Well, how many do you need?
I'm at 2 base,
Ooh.
and it is a 2, so I'm even. So I think unless you're giving me 2 or more, it's not worth it. I think I just...
Well, I mean, I could throw... What's the bad... Oh, you lose an action and take a horror? It's pretty bad.
It sucks, but like... I don't know. I
could throw my Spirit Seeker at you. I feel like it's early enough that I wouldn't play this for a while, you know?
Okay. That's your call. It's your call, because it does go away.
I'd say return that asset to your hand or remove all charges. Ooh, it is kind of good, though.
Okay. Well, let's just let me take it. If it happens, it happens.
Okay.
I can look that. Boom. Urban -1. Bummer. I fail by 2. Well, I fail by 1.
Oh, you failed by 1, dude.
It's okay. I will lose 1 action. I'll take a horror off of this asset thing we have in front of us.
Okay.
But I will lose an action, so I'm going to actually leave this here just to remind me.
Yep.
Normally you go to the discard, but I don't want to forget that.
Okay.
So, yeah. If you want to go ahead, if you're going to move, I'd kind of like the information from whichever spot you move to.
Right. All right. So, if I move, I'm either moving to the mess hall or the yard. The mess hall says wide open doorway leads to the asylum's mess hall where patients would have their meals. It's quieter than you expected. There are no chairs, scuffling, dishes clanking, or patients speaking with another. If I go to the yard leads to the garden. I guess I will move to the mess hall as my first action.
By the way, my bad card, my hunch deck is my bad card. So I'm gonna have to go just spend money this turn.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna be moving this turn, no matter what you do. I'm gonna have a sad beginning to my game again.
Jeez, yeah, you keep having these bad starts, dude.
It's okay. It could be worse. It could be worse. It's gone.
We're gonna flip the mess hall. There's gonna be 4 clues on it, 2 per investigator. That's shrouded 2. Forced. After you successfully investigate the mess hall, choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Damn, dude.
That's gross.
But if I use something like Drawn to the Flame, that's not considered an investigate, right? That's just me picking up.
Correct.
Cool.
Gaining a clue is not investigating.
Cool. All right, let's see what I want to do. I have 2 more actions. I have Right of Seeking. Uses the head instead of book, and I get +2 head on that. Shroud 2.
Oh yeah, the nice thing with Right of Seeking is even if you pick up 2 clues, you just only discard 1 card. So you are good for that location in that regard.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna Right of Seeking here. Oh, actually, hold on. Do I want to put my... I can put my Spirited Thame out too. I don't think I really need it though.
Yeah, you'll be at a
because I'm already at it's already 7-2. Yeah. Oh, this is the time for me to put out my Arcane Initiate though too.
Yeah, this is definitely the time for that.
Yeah.
So you could put it out and at least look and see what she gets you.
Yep, exactly. So Arcane Initiate coming out. I'm going to pay $1 for her. And yeah, then I'm going to exhaust her to look at the top 3 cards of my deck. All right, and what is it? I choose a spell. Right. That's okay. So I'm going to choose. It's the Water Protections. What I can take. The other 2 I can't. Which is pretty great to get. And then my last action, I'm going to Right of Seeking. I'm using my head +2, and my base head is at 5, so it's 7-2. And -1 if you fail, randomly choose an enemy from the set aside monster enemies and place it beneath the act deck. Okay,
so you do not fail.
Yep.
But you did draw the bad token, so your turn will end after this action. But
yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So here, let's take 2 clues off of there. And now you do have to trigger this location after you successfully investigate. Choose and discard a card from your hand.
Okay, so let's see what I want to discard. It's actually kind of tough.
Yeah, you have a good hand there, man.
Oh, I'm probably gonna discard this Drawn to the Flame, but it is so nice to just be able to pick up 2 clues.
Yeah,
since I have the Right of Seeking, I think I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, it does draw a bad card, so
Yeah.
All right.
It's just tough though. It's a nice back, in the back pocket card.
For sure. Okay. Well, my turn sucks.
So you lost an action.
I have my weakness, so I need to do this. This is place one of my clues on the location of the highest shroud. I do not have any, so I cannot do that part of it. However, I will still remove it from the game. It is a 4-cost event, and it will cost me 2 less because it's on my hunch deck. So I pay my last 2 remaining bucks. And so it will go away. If it didn't go away, it would sit out in front of me, and at the end of the game, I get 2 fewer XP. But that's not the case.
Awful.
It is gone. And my last action will be to get $1.
Yeah.
I have 2 actions this round. So, sick turn.
Sick turns, dude.
Yeah, I am done. And we will... no enemy. We're in enemy phase. No enemies. So a card and $1.
Right.
Oh, thank God! I needed that bad.
Oh wait. Did the?
Not yet.
Okay.
So we're still. If you look here, like we do the investigator phase, then we do the enemy phase, then we do.
Yeah, I forgot if when you had the doom, if it automatically, because sometimes it automatically goes.
That's only if a card specifically says it automatically
Oh,
goes.
okay, right. Okay.
And she doesn't say that. So we now then go to the Doom phase. We advance this act, which will discard the Sign of Aster.
Yep. Awesome.
And then you can flip and read that, and we take the Doom off of your Arcane Initiate as well. So I'll take that off her.
Okay, cool. So we're going to flip this card. And we have Agenda 1B, the Patience. Speaking with the Patience is proving more difficult than you assumed. They eye you cautiously and refuse to answer any of your questions, backing away or fleeing if confronted. Either they're not used to guests, or something about you is causing them a considerable amount of distress. Some act like animals backed into a corner, and you think at any moment they might strike. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each of the set-aside lunatic enemies into the encounter deck. The lead investigator must randomly choose an enemy from the set-aside monster enemies and place it beneath the act deck without looking at it.
Yeah, so just take the top card off of the monster pile and just set it there.
Where's the monster pile?
Right
this?
here. Yep.
Okay.
Underneath the act deck?
I believe it's under the... Oh, I'm sorry. Where'd it go?
Act, yeah.
Act deck,
Yep.
yeah.
So technically you put it all the way under. We'll just put it here.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then, yeah, that's it for that one.
Okay, and then the new agenda is 7 Doom, Agenda 2A, Torturous Descent. The longer you spend in this hellish place, the more you want to leave. Already it has felt like days. You fear that you are stuck here. You fear that if you are stuck here much longer, you will become like the Patience, a husk of your former self, unruly and dangerous.
Okay.
And so this Doom gets cleared, right?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
All right. Up to you if you want to go first or second. Doesn't matter to me.
Bad cards, right?
Oh yeah, that whole thing. Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, we on that bad cards phase.
Yeah, here we go. So we got Bleeding Walls, test head X, where the X is the shroud of your location. So I believe I'm at a shroud 2.
A 2, you're 5, so you're up 3.
I'm up.
So much better for you then.
So I can toss something to get it really good.
So I think for the purposes of the bag, there's only 2 tokens. You have a -4, and you have the tentacle. So it's 2 out of 18 tokens fail you currently. So
okay.
that would do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to toss anything. It's 5 to 2. And I got -1. So we good.
Okay. And
so
mine is Ending Delusions. If you have 1 or more hidden cards in your hand, take 1 more. I do not. Same thing you got last time.
Yep.
But it does search. So I get Fragile Thoughts. Oh boy. Discard events from your hand. A little print a resource cost of at least X, where X is the shroud value of your location. No cards are discarded with effect. Fragile Thoughts gains Surge. That...
Okay, so I have something.
So bad for me. That will get rid of both my money generators.
Wait, no. I can totally ward a protection this, right?
Yes, you can. And although I wouldn't normally say, I'd be like, oh, this one isn't too bad. Like, because the only events in my hand are my money makers and I'm broke, kind of would appreciate it this time.
Yeah, let's do it. That seems really bad.
It is, yeah. Right now, with how the game's going, it's really bad. So that will cost you 1.
Yeah, it costs me 1, and I have to take a horror, which I'll put on this, take off this thing.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I very much appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, this is why I upgraded those cards this time.
I know that helps so much because I was so excited about my money makers, and I would have just lost both of them because they're both a 0, so I would have had to discard all of them.
Yeah, you've already had such a slow start that it would kill us if you couldn't get going.
Yeah, that's my thought. Okay, well, do you want to go first or second? Oh.
Okay, where are we right now? Let me check the board. We got 2 more clues over here at the mess hall with a possible discard if I do something, and then I can go into the kitchen. I'm probably gonna maybe get some clues. Go to the kitchen maybe. Do you want me to go so you have a better idea what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I think either way, it doesn't necessarily matter to me.
Okay.
But I guess I could see if something weird happens to you. You might as well go first.
First things first, Arcane Initiate.
Okay.
Let's see. Spirit Spell Tome. Okay, so I'm going to keep the Shriveling, which is great.
That is.
It's like my favorite
Yes,
card
you
in this
are fine.
freaking deck is Shriveling.
You got it all, man.
Yeah, and I can actually toss my Uncage the Soul and just play Shriveling for free.
Yeah.
As well. If I do that, am I really going to throw away my Hollowed Mirror if I investigate? Alright, I think it's important that I do that. So I'm going to play Uncage the Soul for my second action to play Shriveling. And get an extra charge on that because of my passive. And then my last action is going to be... I can't play either of those. My arcane slots are all full.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So if you go for these last 2 clue, you will have to discard a card if you succeed. So just be ready for that if that's what you end up doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna discard either. Probably gonna discard either Spirit Seeker or Hollowed Mirror.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna Rise Seeking.
Okay.
And we are at 7 to 2. Yep. -1.
Okay.
We succeed.
So you
I get +2 clues.
Oh, got him.
Yep, clear those clues up there, and then I have to do the mess hall thing. After you successfully investigate, choose and discard a card from my hand. I'm going to discard. Hollowed Mirror.
Okay.
That hurts. Okay.
Yeah, that does. That's a good card. Okay. Well, you're already headed that way. I think I'm gonna go up.
Okay. To the yard.
Before I do though, I'm gonna play Emergency Cash, which gives me $3. This is my hunch card, by the way. It will let me clear horror if I have a clue already. I don't. I also wouldn't play it this turn anyway, because I have more pressing matters.
The upgraded Emergency Cash, I think it was like 1 XP, and it's like gain 4 resources and draw a card. I was like, that's been tempting for me as well.
Yeah, there's actually 2 different upgraded emergency caches.
Oh, is there?
I think the first one is 3 resources and draw a card. The second one is you get a combination of $4 and/or supply tokens. So if you have things that use supply tokens, and like for example, this uses ammo. That's not a supply token. Supply tokens are specifically say things that use supply. So.
Oh, sorry. For some reason, it moved. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move up here first as my second action, and this is gonna help me decide which of the other 2 cards in my hand I want to play. So we are in the yard.
Yard, Shroud 1, 2 clues. While you are investigating the yard, it gets +1 Shroud for each horror on you. If there are if there are no clues on the yard, take 1 damage. Remember that you incited a fight amongst the patients. Interesting.
Okay, so that is 2 clues. I can try to grab them quickly. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do my first action was play Emergency Cash. Second was
moving.
Third is going to be to play Fingerprint Hit for 4.
All right. So this is what you were talking about with Emergency Cash. If you had supplies, you could do it to this.
Right.
Nice. So exhaust Fingerprint Hit and
Yeah.
spend 1 supply. Investigate. You get +1 book for this investigation. You can discover additional clue if you succeed. Cool.
Yep. So that is my whole turn, and we are on to enemy phase.
Yep. No enemies.
Then we're on to the upkeep phase, so we untap everything,
Yep.
and then luck and a card. Whoop.
Card and resource.
All right. So let's go on to, we get a Doom, 1 to 7, and our bad cards.
All right, and our bad cards. Here we go. It's a peril. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay. I recognize the picture, but I don't remember what it did.
Okay.
I just remember kind of the gist of what it did.
Okay.
But I don't remember. I just remember that it like is really funny.
Okay.
All I remember. Okay. Am I good to draw mine?
Wait, hold on. I want to read this.
Okay, take your time.
I'm so confused.
So here's your choice. I have played.
So this is supposed to secretly go in my hand, right?
Yes.
But then it has an
so,
action ability on it.
I'm not going to zoom in on it because I don't remember specifically what it does. But basically, because it's in your hand, the only way you can get rid of it from your hand is to do the action ability on it. And if I remember right, it does something bad, like you are prohibited from doing something else while it's in your hand. So you have to do something bad to get it out of your hand, if I remember right. I don't remember specifically what it is, so I'm not going to zoom in, but I do remember that's how it worked.
I mean, the thing is, like, it's not so bad right now.
Right. That's, yeah, you can decide when you want to get rid of it. It's taking up a card in your hand, and there is, like, for example, that other card that surged before that makes you take a horror if you have a hidden card in your hand.
Yeah. So I want to get rid of it, but it's, like, not the worst thing right now.
Okay.
And
well,
plus,
it's
like...
It's
gonna...
action, so.
I know what's gonna happen. I mean, I think I can do this now.
On your turn?
Oh, I have to take an action to do
action.
it. Oh, it costs an action. That's right, it's not fast. Okay, yep.
Okay. I'll draw mine. I got Surge. If you have one or more cards in your hand, take a horror. I do not. You do, but that's not referencing you. So, walls closing in. Test Mind X. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm good at that. Where X is the strat value of your location, which is currently 3.
Okay.
For each point you failed by, you either take 1 horror.
For each point you failed by.
Or I take 1 monster and put it under the hack deck. I am going to...
That's 2v3.
It's 2v3. I'm already down 1. I could pitch Unexpected Courage to go up 1. The odds aren't great. I think I'm just gonna let this happen.
Okay.
Because my odds of passing already are too low.
Okay.
Even with my Unexpected Courage, and you couldn't help me even if you wanted to. So
I'm on your location. Yeah.
-1. I did fail. Oh damn. So I have to put another monster over there. So 2 monsters are going from the monster pile over to the act. That sucked.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have to finish on doing it. Okay, that's my bad card. I'm flipping my hunch card now. And survey says logical reasoning again.
Okay.
Again, not bad. Not bad at all.
All right.
Okay. Well, again, don't think it necessarily matters who goes first. We're in different places. So, your call.
Okay. All right. I think. I mean, I'll go first. I think I'm moving over to the mess hall. I think. I mean, to the kitchen.
Okay.
So, but before I do that, actually, I can do the Arcane Initiate anytime, right? Yeah. That's
yeah, you can do it anytime.
Yeah. Let's move over. First action, move to the kitchen. The door leading into the kitchen. Oh, you cannot enter. So just kidding.
You cannot enter that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should go first. You have 6 clues, or you have 4 clues, right?
Yep.
Okay, maybe I get this, and we can advance it, and see if that somehow helps.
Oh, if you get these 2, then we'll have 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that.
Yeah. Let's have you go first.
Okay. So I will go. I'm going to do a fast action and pay $1 for magnifying glass.
Okay.
That now puts my investigate to 5. I will spend 1 charge from my fingerprint kit. Go to investigation 6. And my first action will be to investigate here in the yard. Investigate here in the yard. Boom. I'm at +3. 0. I succeed.
Nice.
When I succeed, a couple things happen. First of all, I get 2 clues off the location because of
That's
fingerprint
right.
kit. Oh, so let me add those to my board. Second, I have a reaction. I play Crack the Case. Crack the Case gives me money equal to the shroud value of the location. The shroud value of the location is currently 3 because I have 2 horror on me. So I get $3.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I really
so good.
did. That helps a lot. So that was action 1 technically. Action 2 is actually going to be to play Alice.
Nice. Love
And
it.
my final action, just for fun, I'm here. I don't like these people, so I'm gonna take this action. If there's no clues on the yard, I can take 1 damage. I will take 1 damage and put it on Alice.
Nice.
And we can remember that we've incited a fight amongst the patients.
Nice.
So just for memory's sake, I'll put a little marker here to remind us we did this one.
Cool.
And that's the end of my turn.
Nice. I like it. Oh, and so Alice took the damage. Got it.
Yep. Okay, so then we have enemy phase again. No enemies.
Wait, no, I didn't even go yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. I went first. Oh yeah, so we can spend the clue if you want.
Yeah, so we can advance, I think.
Yeah, so maybe we'll say we did that even before I played Alice and did the other stuff, just in case it matters. I'm sorry. I'm doing a slight takesy backsy because I forgot. So I am going to have not played Alice, and I'm going to have not incited a fight in the yard right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to advance first and see what happens. So I spend my 2 clue, and you spend your 4 clue.
Yep.
And you can advance the act.
Awesome. All right, we're going to advance the act. Let's move this over here. All right, Act 1B, Key to the Basement. Turning a corner, you nearly bump into a nurse with light brown hair and sharp features. You tell her about the violent patients and the strange things you've seen, but she doesn't listen. When you inquire about Daniel, she informs you that he is a patient of Dr. Mintz and that he resides in the secured basement level. Unfortunately, she refuses to let you in that area of the asylum. The investigators must decide. Choose one. Any investigator tests 4 fists to intimidate her into giving you the keys. If successful, advance to Act 2A. If you fail, you must choose an option you have yet to choose. Any investor can do a foot 4 to steal the keys. If you're successful, advance. If fail, you have to choose another one. And any investigator tests book 4 to persuade her to give you the keys. If successful, advance. If you fail, if you choose another one. And then the last thing is you knock her over, grab the keys, remember that you took the keys by force. So that's like, we could just... That's amazing that's an option.
I wish I'd played Alice, actually, because if I'd played Alice, I would have one more passive book.
Yeah.
But I didn't. So, unfortunately, all 3 of those tests are not really your cup of tea.
No, I am awful at that.
You are actually better than I am at the foot. So how about I test the book first? And I'll
you test the book? Yeah.
I'll be at 6 to 4. Not amazing. I don't really want to pitch Alice to it.
No, so don't pitch Alice. Alice is too good.
Yeah. I get around everything except for... I don't get around skulls this way. It is what it is. I'm just going for it.
6
just going for it, man. -2. I did it.
Yeah.
I was up to you. I was 6 to 4. Okay. So we then...
So we go to Act 2A.
Act 2A. Okay.
All right. So Act 2A, the really bad ones, version 4. Daniel is somewhere in the secured basement where the most dangerous patients are kept. Now that you have the key, you can explore this area of the asylum. Ignore the text on the unrevealed side of the Arkham Asylum locations. Objective. Find the patient confinement location with Daniel Chesterfield. You'll be instructed when to advance. So we can't... Yeah, it's not clues to advance. We'll be instructed when to advance.
Right. But what it's saying ignore means is that now these things that say the kitchen's locked or the basement's locked are now gone. So we can end those.
Okay, cool.
So then I will finish out what I was doing. I will pay $4 for Alice. And I will start a fight.
Yep.
All Mark marked. Now you can go.
All right. Oof. So now I can go in the kitchen. But the question is, it's like, obviously everything's happening down in the basement. So that's where we have to go. But if that's sort of end game, I don't want to have to come back to the kitchen, you know?
Okay.
I'm just... Where are we on the Doom 1? Okay. It's all good. So part of me still wants to go into the kitchen to check it out and maybe, like, take care of whatever that is and then end up backtracking towards the basement.
Sure.
So...
Yeah, I can... Either one of us can start heading back that way, too, so...
Okay. So I'm going to go to the kitchen. Let's ignore that text, and we're just going to flip it over. There's 2 clues here, and a Shroud 2. And then the location says, if there are no clues on the kitchen, test to mind. If you succeed, remember that you set a fire in the kitchen. I love that we're like making all these distractions in this place. This is great. So I'm going to have to do something I don't want to have to do, but I'm going to spend an action to get rid of this in my hand. It's the Gift of Madness, Misery, and it says randomly choose one enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies, place it beneath the act deck without looking at it. And then I discard this from my hand. The reason why I want to get rid of this is I cannot trigger action abilities on locations while this is in my hand. So.
Okay. Makes sense, and I'll move a monster over for you then.
Yep. So now we have like 4 monsters over there, I think.
Yeah.
Which is really bad. And I had to spend an action to do that. So I have 2 more actions. One action is to Rite of Seeking.
You have one more action. You moved, and you got rid of that card.
Oh, crap. You're right. You know what? I didn't do my Arcane Initiate. I'm going to do that. That's a fast. Let's do that. Spell, talent. I can keep one of these, right?
Yep.
I'm going to keep Alchemical Transmutation. Actually, Astral Travel is interesting.
Yeah, it is good. And you do have your 2 spell slots taken up right now.
What was that?
You do have your 2 spell slots taken up right now, so...
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna keep Astral Travel. Throw away these 2. And then I'm gonna Rite of Seeking over here. And so it's 7 to 2, right?
Yep.
And so -1. And I
does not fail. You would have to end your turn. That was your last action.
Yep.
So I took the 2 clue off there for you.
Awesome.
Okay. You are done. I went first, so I am done.
Yep.
Go to monster phase, nothing. We go to upkeep phase. Untap, draw and get a buck.
Yep.
I will shuffle my hunch deck again. Okay. Doom. I will put a Doom on, or go for it.
Yep.
Yep. And then now we're on bad cards.
Bad cards. Here we go. Don't look at it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'll draw a bad card. Young Psychopath.
Okay.
After she engages, I must either take 1 horror, she gets +3 fight. I will choose to take 1 horror on my asset here as she engages me, which will discard my Grizzly Totem.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I didn't have the money right now for it anyway.
I just remember this being like so good.
It's really good. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah.
So she will hop on me. So because I did that, she will have 2 fight this turn instead of 5. And now their investigation phase is ending or beginning. I'm gonna flip over my hunch, and got no stone unturned. That's pretty nice. Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first, because I'm probably just going to trigger this thing and then move or something.
Okay. My first action is going to be to shoot this young psychopath here. She's a 2. I am a 5. And I will just fire.
Nice.
5 minus 0 is 5. So I
Yeah.
succeed for 2 damage.
Yeah.
When she dies, I can take a card from here that is an insight card and put it on the bottom of this deck.
Right.
Crack the Case is actually an insight card. So I'm going to take this,
Nice.
the bottom of my deck. Second action is going to be to play No Stone Unturned for free.
Right.
So I search top 6 cards in my deck.
Evil Edge. You got Indiana Jones.
Ooh. Okay, I'm going to keep the Ace of Swords. For now. And this will now go here. I will shuffle this up. As action 2. Action 3, I'm actually going to move north because the garden that was previously locked is no longer locked.
Oh, I forgot there was one up there. Yeah. And so you flip it, right?
Flip it.
All right.
Yeah. Gonna who's on here, test foot 2. If you succeed, remember to distract the guards. So again, not a great test for either of us.
Yeah.
In some ways it's actually better for you, but I don't know. We'll have to see if that can happen. But
Yeah.
that was my
That was your turn.
Oh wait, I moved, I played No Stone Unturned. And I have 1 action left, right?
You moved. No, you shot. You shot.
I
the
shot,
young
that's
stuff.
right.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
I kind of. Do I even need to do young Arcane Initiate? Like I have so many cards in my hand right now. Let's see. What are all the things in my hand right now? Well, I think the first. I think I'm definitely going to do this location, the kitchen thing. So if there are no clues in the kitchen, test willpower 2. If you succeed, remember that you set a fire in the kitchen. So right now it is 5 to 2. I can do things to change this. I can play my 4 cups and just give me an extra thing.
So again, right now you are. There's only 2 tokens in the bag that are higher than the first 3, I think.
Yeah, it's a tentacle and the tablet.
There's -4. No, there's just
the
one
-4. There's straight up -4. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So, yeah, your call. But obviously, it's not like that's a bad card to have out.
Yeah. Actually, before I do that, I might just play my 4 cups and then do that. Oh no, but I might want to astral travel somewhere.
Now, I think that can only travel to a position that's revealed, right? So the furthest to be able to travel is here right now.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is the revealed. Yeah. Okay.
Potentially, I can go before you next turn to let you travel further or something if you don't want to move. But you're probably moving anyway, huh?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna move anyway. Do I want to spend money on the 4 cups? Is what it is my thing. Because I'm gonna spend 3. I have 1, and then I'll get another buck at the beginning of my next turn. It's 2. It might be nice to just have it out. So my first action is gonna play it actually. All right, then I'm gonna incite the fire. So it's 6 to 2.
Yep.
I tentacled.
Sweet.
So I can do it again, right?
Yep.
All right, 6 to 2. Okay, I got it. So it's -1.
So.
Okay, so we.
Nice.
Yeah.
The kitchen's on fire. There's people fighting out in the yard,
Yeah.
and we're just kind of jerks right now. But they were kind of jerks to us too. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So enemy phase, nothing. Untap our stuff. You didn't want to use Arcane Initiate, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't think I
And
need it.
Card in a buck.
Card in the book.
Okay. Doom goes up to 3,
Yep, did it.
and that
Bad cards. It's really scary, man, because it's like we're not fighting everything. Everything's being under the act deck. So as soon as we freaking do that act deck, everything's gonna swarm us. Ugh. All right, here we go. Oh, just can't look at it. This is crazy. I keep picking up these damn things.
These perils.
Where are we? All right, hold on. I got another one of these Sinahasters. So I have to choose where it's going. That takes 7. So we still have 4 turns of possibly getting more R. But we really don't know what's going to unlock in the next act. So it's like 4 turns where we know that the timer is there versus we don't know when that's actually going to go. Probably when we reveal the basement, right? So it's probably at least like 2 turns away. So what am I gonna do here? Each time it takes more, takes an additional. I think I want to put it on. What do we think we're doing next turn? I'm moving.
I'm not going to bother with this. The reason I'm not going to bother with this is that it doesn't have VP on it.
Yeah.
I have to clear the clue off of it, and I'd have to take a foot test, which I suck at, to do this thing. So I'm not going to bother with this. So I'm just moving.
Yeah, and I'm just going to move too. Okay, I'm going to put this on the act deck. And the reason I'm going to do this is I'm assuming that when we go to the basement, we will be advancing this act.
Okay.
Because waiting 4 turns might be extra bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I follow your logic. You know for sure this is at least 4 turns. If you're assuming that getting into the basement flips this, then it makes sense. Makes sense. We'll see how it plays out.
Okay. That was my bad card, right?
Oh, yeah. That was your bad card. My bad card says Peril.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Lau. I have bad news.
Oh.
I forgot that we set a fire to the kitchen.
We did set fire to the kitchen, yes.
No, but I forgot that we set fire to the kitchen. You can now look at my card. You're gonna have to set another fire.
Forget something an investigator remembered, or take 1 horror and cloud memory against surge. Oh.
So I'm choosing not to do that, and my reasoning behind it is you are currently there. Only the tentacle fails.
Yep.
And that way we don't have to chance another card.
Yeah,
horror
that's fine. That's fine.
I want to chance another card. So, you forgot that the kitchen's on fire.
Yep.
That's that. So, why don't you go first, and I'll see what I'm doing after that, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Mine is going to be pretty boring. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
We have take 1 horror to evade and automatically evade a lunatic at this location. Okay, that could be helpful if we need to evade a lunatic.
Yeah.
Pay horror to do it.
The foreshadowing, dude. The foreshadowing.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Your go.
Okay, I'm going to spend this action again to remember that I set fire to this kitchen.
Okay.
So 6-2. All right, succeed.
Success.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
And then I believe what do I have going on? I have 2 resources. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. I have this thing. I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to move.
Okay. Then that's the end of that.
That's it.
Enemies. Untap. You didn't want to use Arcane Initiate again, I take it?
No.
Okay. Then card in a book. All right.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to reveal my hunch card last turn.
Oh, that's right.
That's interesting. I actually could have stripped the 2 clues off there, but because I forgot to do it, I'm just gonna say I forgot to do it.
Yeah, you already moved 3.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I couldn't strip clues. There wasn't an enemy there. I would have stripped 1. I would not have done that. I would not have paid $2 to strip 1 clue off that location for the same reasoning I said before.
Oh yeah. You're right. Okay.
Okay, so I'm shuffling it back in. I need to figure out how to like remember this. Maybe I like put it here. I don't know how to remember this line.
Yeah, I know.
I want to real bad, but yeah. Anyway. Okay. So I'm just gonna put it here and try to remember it, and you can help me.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that'll do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Done. All right. We are now on the Doom phase, the Mythos phase. So.
Rep at 4. Yep.
All right, and bad cards.
Bad cards. All right. So we are flipping. Don't look at it. Okay.
Oh boy. We need to not find that bad coffee or whatever that makes you take horror.
This is crazy.
You're getting loaded up. Okay. My bad one. My bad one is a young psychopath again. I will take a horror onto Alice so that she doesn't gain her thing again. And probably just deal with her this turn. So that's my turn. I don't know how complicated your turn is given the bad cards in your hand. Do you want to go before or after me for any reason?
Wait, hold on, let me look at the board state. You're ahead of me. Okay.
I have a hunch card here that if you will end your turn in my location, if you want it, I can look at the top 6 cards in my deck for a card for you. Although you're pretty set on cards.
I don't need the card draw right now. I'm like.
Then don't. Yeah. Okay. Then let's forget about that.
Yeah.
I might use it on myself depending upon how this goes. So. All right.
Yeah. Go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
First action is going to be to shoot this young psychopath again. I am up 5. I'm 5 to 2. I'm up 3. Do I want to take 1 and 1 to do that? No, I don't. Alright, so I'm just gonna swing. I succeed.
Awesome.
Deal 2 damage. I use my Colt ability to take this copy of No Stone Unturned.
Yep.
Right there. And I will slide it on the bottom of my deck. So there's that.
Nice.
Second action. Do we care about the infirmary? Do we want to bother going to the infirmary, or do you just want me to go down?
It's just gonna be another one of those other things, right? It's like, remember that you unmade all the beds in the infirmary.
Yeah. Yeah. You switched all the juice boxes to non-diabetic friendly.
Yeah.
That could very well be. The other thing that infirmaries sometimes do in this game, and I genuinely don't remember if this one does, is it'll be like, you can spend an action to heal a damage here once per game or something. I don't know.
I don't think we need it.
But even if that was the case, we're both at full health, so I guess I'm just gonna go down.
Yeah, I think you should go down. Let's move let's move this mission forward here.
Second action. Basement Hall. After it is revealed, put 4 set aside patient confinement locations into play. So I'm going to go into here.
Okay. It's got 4
patient
shroud and 2 clues.
Yep. And we take these. We shuffle them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And I'm going to put out some of these little buggers. This one will go like that. So all of them just connect here.
Got it.
Okay. And
So we have to go.
I have
Yeah, you have to go
action
back
with
and
that.
forth. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Interesting. There's an additional cost to enter patient confinement. You must spend 1 clue. Oof. Yeah,
I
spend
can
clues to go in here.
I know stone unturned to try to find a weapon in case we need it. But I do have a card that already does that. I can find any card I want in the top 6 cards. It's free to search top 6 cards on my deck for a card. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to spend the last action to play No Stone Unturned.
Okay.
Search top 6 cards in my deck. I want Pathfinder.
Oh, nice. That's the movement one.
That is the movement one. And I feel like looking at this board, that could be good.
Yeah, that could be really great.
I'm done. Your go.
My go. I have to figure out what I want to do with these stupid hidden things.
Oh, these patient confinement things require us to spend a clue to enter. This was actually a mistake on the designer's part. They acknowledge later. Technically, the way they're currently worded, this is worded, it says ignore the text on the unrevealed side of all Arkham locations, which would actually make these things blank. But we couldn't have even entered here without this. So these were actually intended to not say that. These are intended that you do have to pay a clue to go into them still.
So okay, we do have to pay a clue.
We do have to pay the clue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's almost like whatever that was. What was the card that we flipped that made the text blank?
Oh, it was the agenda.
That was the agenda. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oof. I'm definitely gonna move to your location. I just don't know what to do with my third action. I've got $3.
Well, you have what, 2 clues?
Yeah. Oh, I can actually move in. You're right. I have clues.
You could move into one. You'd have to spend a clue to do it. You could also use your last right of seeking to try to get clues off of here. But
don't you need clues? You need clues, though.
Clues, I need them. Yeah, if I'm going to walk into a spot.
Yeah. No.
Leaving me those is probably good.
Ooh, I can move in. Oh, it sucks. Is
You just get into position if you're not feeling like you want to move.
No, you know, it's just the stupid card in my hand. I'm just gonna have to take the penalty. So I'm just gonna move 1, 2, 3.
So spend a clue.
So I'm gonna spend a clue. So I have 1 clue left. Let's go back up here. Let's flip this thing. Patient confinement. It's got 1 clue, 2 shroud. Test willpower X, where X is the amount of horror on you. If you succeed, you recognize the room. Remember that you recalled the way out. That's interesting.
All the way out. Okay, so another thing that we can do. Oh, that is a mind test.
Yeah.
Which could be really. So that one is a really easy one for you.
That's a super easy one for me. So that's the end of my turn. Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Dragon Cat. I will spin your wheel and I'll spin Kung Fu Hippie's wheel in a second. The crappy part is I spent all 3 of my actions moving, and so now this thing procs. When your turn ends, if you did not perform at least 1 draw action in your turn, which I did not, discard this card from your hand and take 1 damage, 1 direct horror.
Oh, so you have to take them on your character. Okay.
Yeah, it's direct, so.
Bummer. Okay. All right then. Well, we are in the round. So enemy phase, nothing.
Nothing.
Upkeep phase, untap, and get a buck and a card.
So I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna have to discard a card here, unless I have a fast action I can use. No, I can't discard a. I wish I could discard a stupid thing. What do I want to discard here? Because I have to discard down to 8, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm going to discard Astral Travel.
Okay.
I'm gonna need
Okay.
that.
All right. Then Dumas
All right, we're up to 5.
and Glumas.
And
Grab
bad
that.
cards and prep your hunch deck too.
Yes. See, that's the thing is I always remember to do my hunch deck before we draw bad cards, but technically I don't get to see this until after.
Oh, until
That's why
after? Okay. Then don't do it. Don't do it.
Beginning
Okay.
of the investigator phase
Got
is
it.
when I.
For some reason, that's when I remember it. I always remember the hunch deck before.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
I do too, but I always forget after that.
All right, Bleeding Walls, Revelation test, willpower X. X is the shroud value of your location. If you fail, lose 1 action, take a horror. My shroud is 2 in my location.
Six.
It's I have 6 to 2.
Yeah.
All right,
Nice.
-1, so I got it.
I got Mad Patient. She spawns at the nearest asylum halls, so that's the one directly above me. When you attack, you take a horror. She's only a 2 and a 2. This is a location we can auto evade her for a horror. So basically, we can either take a horror to auto evade her or take a horror to attack her. Benefits, disadvantages of both, but she is not Hunter, so she will just sit up here.
Got it.
Because that is the nearest asylum halls location.
Okay. Yep.
And yeah.
All right. Now flip over your hunch deck.
Now I'll flip over my hunch deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Preposterous sketches. I could do that this turn, but I have a lot of cards, so I might not.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like, we don't need the card draw. We're getting all this card draw we don't need. It's because there's not a lot of things to kill, so we're not pitching cards to do skill tests.
Yep.
All right, before we move on, I do want to spin a couple wheels for Kung Fu Hippie and Dragon Cat just so I don't forget. Here you go. So Kung Fu Hippie, thank you so much for the resub. This one's for you. All right. It's hard to tell how well we're doing. 5 burpees. All right, so I'm going to translate the 10 push-ups for me. Right there. Thank you so much, Kung Fu Hippie. And we're going to spin the wheel for Dragon Cat.
I remember the first time I did this mission on the normal mode. I mean, I know there's some changes. So far, I haven't seen the changes yet, other than the deck. But
yeah. Another 10 push-ups. So 20 push-ups for me. Thank you so much, guys. I will be doing those fitness with Chris on Wednesday. Awesome. All right.
We're at 5 Doom.
We are at 5 Doom. So it's going. We have 2 more turns.
Yeah, we're down here in the basement. We have 1 more agenda. I mean, obviously we don't know how much Doom is on the other agenda. It seems okay. It'll come down to how quickly we find whichever one of these cells.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I was supposed to take another horror.
What is that?
Because up here, that sign of Haster, each time an investigator takes a horror, he takes an additional horror.
Right. You're right. You do.
Yeah. So I'm actually at 5. Forgot about that stupid thing.
No, that horror you can take on like your Arcane Initiate.
It says direct. It said direct horror though.
Right, but this makes you take an additional horror. It's not of the same type.
Oh, it's not the same type. Perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't say this, so I believe you can take that one on your Initiate or on that card.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it on this card actually.
Yeah.
Let's reveal that it was a shriveling.
Okay, no big deal. You have full shriveling on your board, so nice.
Okay, not bad.
All right. Yeah, I mean, my thought is I'm gonna play Pathfinder. I will probably get this clue so that I can go into a location.
Yep.
And then I might go into a location. So, or I'll put my Ace of Swords. So I guess if you're going to go first and try to get into another location.
Yeah, I'm probably going to. I'm gonna do the test at this location. It's easy, and then move to a new location probably.
Okay. Yeah,
or
and
actually,
we
I should probably
get that.
play something into my hand so I'm not discarding something.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to get this clue right now either, because we have enough to get into the other rooms if I clear this spot I'm on. So, and there's no VP there, so yeah, I don't think wasting an action on getting that clue, because I forgot this one doesn't actually require you to have cleared your clue. to do the test like the other ones did.
Yeah. How much money do I have here? I have 4. All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna my first action. I think I'm gonna spend $3 and play the Spirit.
Oh, nice. Guard.
Let's just get that out of my hand. And then I'm going to do this location effect. So
Okay.
test X with the amount of horror on me. I have a lot of horror on me. I have 4, right?
Right. And so you are a passive 6 to 4. You're up 2. So, I mean, if you pitched like a 2 icon thing, you could.
Yeah.
If you do anything other than a tentacle.
Yeah. So I can pitch Guts.
Okay.
So I'm 8 to 4. -4.
Nice.
All right,
And you did that.
Succeed.
Okay, so I will mark this as a remember we found a way out.
Yep.
And you do draw a card off of Guts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Guts.
You have 1 action left.
I have 1 action left. Ooh, I would love to get this sign magic out, but I don't have the money. I can get a buck. I can get a buck, or I can leave.
If you come to me, I will get you some bucks.
Oh, dude.
So just leave there and come to me.
Dude. I mean, that's yeah. When you say it like that, I mean,
Yeah.
give me my allowance, dude.
give you your allowance.
Yeah.
Okay. So my first action is going to be investigate. I'm at 4, 5, 6 to 4, so I'm up 2. I will do fingerprint kit, which will make me 7 to 2.
I mean, I'm in your location, so I can actually help you with this too.
Do you have like a book you don't really care about too much?
Yeah. I mean, I have so many cards in my hand. I'm okay with pitching anything, so I can give you an unexpected courage if you want to keep the card that you pitched.
I didn't pitch a card.
Oh.
I just used it.
Oh, you used the fingerprint kit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then that will mean that I only fail on the tentacle. Thank you. Tablet. -X. X is the base shroud value of location. So that is a -4. So because you did that, I succeed.
Yep. Awesome.
That will clear 2 clues off. Then when I clear these 2 clues off, I play Crack the Case.
Nice.
Crack the Case gives me $4 to spread across both of us. I would like at least 2 of it, and you can have 2 of it if you'd like as well.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
So that was action 1.
Dude, Crack the Case is awesome.
Crack the Case is so good. I have multiple cards, 2 cards in my hand I want to play, but I think that for right now, my second action is to be to play Pathfinder because it's just too good.
Yep.
And my third action can be to either go into a location or it can be to equip Ace of Swords.
What does the Ace of Swords do again?
It's like your 4 cups, but for punch.
Oh,
So
yeah,
give me-
that's right.
We're not advancing this turn. If I leave here and a bad enemy shows up, you have shriveling.
Yep.
I have my gun. I have an unexpected courage if it's supposed to fight something. I think I'm just gonna move on. So my first action is fight. Second action was to play Pathfinder. Third action is to use, a fast action to use Pathfinder. I'm feeling this one.
All right.
Patient confinement. Test punch 2 to release the patient here from his bonds. If you succeed, he howls like a wolf and tears off to the basement. Remember that you release a dangerous patient. Well, you know what, dude? I've got 1 action left.
Yeah.
I've got an unexpected courage in my hand.
Yeah. And it's a fight one. That's a good one for you.
It is. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Just to be smarter. I'll just play my Ace of Swords in my last action, which will give me a punch, and then next turn I'll be at a passive 5 to 2.
Okay.
So it'll be like super easy. And that way I'll have it equipped and it kind of does double duty. It helps me with this and it buffs me in case I need to fight something.
Yep. All right,
So that'll
cool.
be my last. Okay, so we got no enemies. Well, we have 1, but she's
We
not
have
doing
1, but it's not Hunter. Yeah.
Ready my cards. I didn't use preposterous sketches, which is
Okay.
fine. I didn't need it. Draw a card, get a buck.
Draw a card, get a buck. What up, Time Roller? Thanks for stopping by.
And we are on to Doom. So I guess give us our 6th Doom.
Okay, 6th Doom.
Bad.
And then we got bad cards, right?
Yep.
Here we go. All right. It's a maniac on the floor. Humanoid lunatic. After maniac engages you, take 1 damage and deal 1 damage to maniac.
Okay, so he takes 1 and you take 1.
Yep.
Oh,
actually, I can.
You could kill her off if you really don't think you want to bother with her anymore. If you feel like you found all your spells.
I don't want to kill her because she's my mental soak still.
Okay, makes sense. Sure.
So I'm just gonna take the damage myself. Yes.
Okay. I'll flip mine. Oh, you can't look at that?
I'm not gonna look.
Okay, got it. All right. We are on to bigger and better things. Do you want to go look for Daniel? Or do you want me to do my thing?
What's your turn going to be? It's just going to do your thing, then move, right? Pathfinder, then move.
So, I mean, I could look for Daniel because I get a free move. I could do my...
Yeah, let's have you do... Yeah, let's have you do your turn. Because I'm thinking about something on my turn. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So my first action will be to do to free the dangerous patient. Dangerous patient. I'm at +3, so I'm just going to take the test.
-1.
I succeed. The guy tears off down the hall howling.
Yep.
First action. Oh, my hunch deck.
Yes, your hunch deck.
Deck. Okay, that's actually great. I'm going to fast action move. My second action will be to play Logical Reasoning and heal 2 horror off of you.
Oh, awesome.
Then you will have to hit him for 3, or I can Vicious Blow him and kill him in 1 hit. I think I'm going to fight your Maniac for you because I can kill him in 1 hit. I will be swinging at him while he's on you, so there is risk. But I would be at 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is 4 up.
So it's 7 versus what?
He's a 3.
Oh, he's on me. He's on the location. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will be swinging for 3 damage. If I miss, I will hit you for 3 damage. But the only thing that misses is the tentacle. Are you feeling?
You're gonna
good
hit
about
me
that?
if
Because he's on you. If I fail, I hit you. But that's a 1 in 18 chance.
Yeah, it's only the tentacle. Yeah, I think this is okay. This is okay.
Okay, here I go. I get my star instead.
Dude,
so
nice.
I hit him for 3 damage. 2 from my gun, 1 from Vicious Blow.
Yep.
And 2 things happen. My Detective's Colt and my star have the same effect. They both let me take Insight Event from my discard pile and put it on the bottom of my hunch deck. So I do have 1 more action. I'll do that in a second because I'm not going to be using my hunch deck anymore. I already used it. So I did this. Fast action
moved. Yeah.
Cleared your horror. Did that. So I'm actually done. So you can go ahead. I'll figure out which Insight Events I'm going to be putting on there.
Oh, and I can discard this Maniac. Yeah. Perfect. Dude, that was actually really awesome. That was so good. I am now free and clear. And that really helps my turn. Okay, so...
Okay, I'll put these 2 on the bottom.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move.
Yeah.
Let's move over here. Let's check this
does cost
place
you
out here.
I had to pay a clue to get 1. So pay your last remaining clue for that.
Yep, that's my last remaining clue. Yep.
And flip that bad boy.
Let's flip it. All
Nope.
right, patient confinement, dreary cell. Task 2 book to speak to the patient here. If you succeed, you are able to interpret her ravings. Remember that you know the guard's patrols. 1 clue, 3 shroud. I'm not very good at book.
No, that one's another one for me to do. So we know where we need to go now. It was our last choice, but you can't move in there because you don't have clue. So, I'm sorry.
I can get the clue from this.
By the way, I triggered my bad thing. Forgot. I didn't take a resource action, so I'm going to take 1 and 1 direct horror, and then because this thing is still here, I take 1 more bonus horror.
Yeah.
Which is just great. I don't really want to lose Alice, so
okay.
Things are a little more sketchy. Did that? All right. So anyway, that was my thing I forgot. So basically, yeah, we know where we need to go, but you can't get there this turn. And you also aren't necessarily good at this thing. I don't know if we need to do it. If you were good at it, I'd say definitely do it. If you're not good at it, I don't know how much pitch cards you have for it.
I have none. I use my I can pitch
your
Spirit Seeker.
Is 2 book. I don't know if it's worth it for you.
Yeah, I can pitch Spirit Speaker. I doubt I'm going to be using this.
So you'd be, 4 against a 2 test? You'd be up 2. I don't see any other way for you to get another 1. Unless you use her and she finds, another card you can pitch. I think Rite of Seeking, you could find the other Rite of Seeking and pitch it.
Oh, that's true. You know what? It's been a while. Let's check. Let's check with the Arcane Initiate.
Okay.
It's like, hey, can you help me?
Check back in.
Yeah. And she's like, hey, listen. Nothing. No spells.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Well, that was free. And
is that bad card in your hand something that right now is good to get rid of? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else you really have to do this turn because you can't walk in here.
I was thinking about grabbing this. I mean, I could Rite of Seeking and grab this clue.
Okay, and that way you could walk in if
and then I could walk in if I need to. That would be my second action if I do it. And then I could actually replace Rite of Seeking too.
Yeah, I walk in there as a free action with Pathfinder unless an enemy's on me, and I have the 1 clue. I don't know if we really need you to waste your time getting this clue.
Okay, so maybe I'll set myself up with something. Let's see. I can play Sign Magic to get another thing, but my Rite of Seeking is actually going to expire really soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. I could just move back to you.
Yeah, it's not bad. That way if an enemy spawns, we're both there to deal with it.
Yeah. So I'm going to move back to you, and then I have one more thing to do. And now I just figure if I want to play something or if I just want to, get a buck. What are the different things I can do? Let me look at the actions here. Draw a card, play an event, activate, move, investigate, fight, evade. Okay. So I want to spend my money. If I spend 3 on that, 1 left, and I'll get another 1 in the next turn. I can maybe play this one. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to spend 3 resources, and I'm just going to play Sign Magic.
That's fast action. You still have another action.
Oh. My other action's going to get a buck.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sounds good. All right, then. Well, we are on enemy phase. Nothing.
Yep.
Upkeep phase. Ready my stuff. Draw and get a buck.
Yep. Okay.
All right, and then Doom, and unfortunately, this Doom is a bad one.
This is it. So it happens, right?
It happens.
All right. So let's flip this over. Agenda 2B, the yellow sign. In the back of your mind, a force beckons. Have you seen it? It calls to you. Glimpsing something in your peripheral vision, you turn and find a familiar symbol appearing back at you wherever you look. It is etched upon the doors, drawn on the walls, painted on the patient's canvases. You cannot escape it. The lead investigator must randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monster cards and shuffle it into the encounter deck without looking at it. Check the command log. If Constance Dumaine is not listed under VIP slain, I don't think she is. No one's slain. Search the collection for Constance Dumaine, a little too sociable, and spawn her in the garden.
Okay, so a monster here gets shuffled into the deck.
So this goes in here.
Yeah,
it gets
shuffled. Yep.
Okay.
And I will get
Constance Dumaine, a little too sociable.
A little too sociable. Okay. And she's up here. She is the one that's really easy to evade, but otherwise pretty burly.
Yeah.
6. And she does have Hunter, so she's going to start working her way towards us. She's also a
Right.
lunatic.
And she hits you for 2 physical.
Yeah. So she's a ways away from us right now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we now draw our bad cards. Oh, I guess read the next thing.
Oh, right. All right, so the next is Agenda 3A, His Domain. Flee. Flee while you still can. Forced, when you would place an enemy beneath the act deck, shuffle that enemy into the encounter deck instead. Great.
Okay.
And it's we have 8 Doom. We have a clock at 8 right now.
Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, at least we know where we're going
Yeah.
next. All right, so now we draw our bad cards, and then I guess we can decide what to do from there.
All right. All right, Dance of the Yellow King, Pact. If there are no lunatic enemies in play, Dance of the Yellow King gains Surge. Are there any? Yeah, right?
There too.
Yep.
And I'm really glad that this one's here, because otherwise Constance would have just hauled ass down to you.
Yeah. Otherwise, test 3. If you fail, the nearest lunatic enemy readies moves one location at a time until it reaches your location and engages you. All right. So I'm doing 6. It's 6 to 3, right?
6 to 3. Yes.
6 to 3, but I can pitch some stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, you only have a chance of losing by 1. If this thing gets to you, it'll hit you for 1 physical damage. Take 1 horror. So I don't know. I don't know how much is worth pitching a card to just make it only 1 token fails instead of 2. That's your call.
Let's see. Do I have anything I want to pitch? I don't know how much I'm going to need these. You know.
Okay.
You know what? I'll pitch a card. I'll pitch Alchemical Transmutation.
Okay.
All right, so it's 7 to 3. All right, Tentacle.
Or tablet.
Oh, tablet.
Base shroud value of your location. You chose wisely. That's a -4.
Nice.
That made the difference. All right, man.
Woo!
What a good call.
All right, so I just discard this then, right?
Yep.
Cool.
I draw a Maggot Swarm.
Maggot Swarm.
The location gets +2 shroud. Good thing we drew these in this order.
Yep.
If it's location, no clues, it gains Hunter. So technically as Hunter, but it's on me. So what this means is, while this thing's on me, I can't use Pathfinder. So either I can kill it, then move in, or you could grab it and kill it, then I can move in. I don't know what you're feeling here. We don't know what's going to happen in here. So I can spend most of my turn fighting, moving and getting in there, and then we'll
No,
grab.
I think it's better if I fight him. If I go first and fight him. Off of
Okay.
me.
But what will you do with the rest of your turn is the problem.
Oh, I don't have clues.
Right. So maybe I do just go first so that way you can see what happens and make your decision from there.
Okay.
Because otherwise I just don't know what else,
Wait, could I have I could not have Ward of Protection to you from the Maggot Swarm, right?
Not from enemies, no.
No.
Plus, I don't need you to. I mean, I have a weapon to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just 1 action, as long as I don't miss. If I do miss, we can evaluate at that point. But basically, I'm a 6 to a 3. I do not. I might end up needing Bandolier, so I'm just gonna go for it. I'm fine with it. Okay, I succeed.
Succeed.
He is dead.
Yep.
Pop. I will shuffle. Does it say the word May? I actually don't think I want to shuffle that in there because I don't know.
Yeah, it's
how much
May. You may
getting.
move an insight
Oh.
card.
I also need to go and reveal my hunch card.
Oh yeah.
Last. Okay. I'm gonna choose to not put another hunch card in there.
Okay.
So it's action 1. I'll do a fast action to spend my last clue and move in here.
Okay.
When I do, after it is revealed, advance to Act 2B. Okay, so we'll pause my turn and you do that. And I have 2 actions left after you read Act 2B.
All right. So you have 2 more actions. All right. So now this sign of Haster is gone.
Yes.
And we're gonna pull this down or pull this up here. The really bad ones, we're gonna flip this over. Boom. Act 2B, again and again. When you enter Daniel's cell, you see him sitting in a chair facing the corner of his room. He is scrawling something on the wall, his expression calm. No, not calm, almost devoid of emotion entirely. You ask him what he knows. Whoa, where'd it go? Okay. Oh my god, dude. There's a crazy thunderstorm here, and it's like shaking my house.
Hear it.
Okay. It's him! It's the King in Yellow! No. Almost devoid of emotion entirely. You ask him what he knows of the King of Yellow, and though he does not speak, you spot his reply written on the wall. We both know how this ends. Dumbfounded, you check the rest of his room. There are similar messages along the wall. You already know the oath. The price has been paid. The path has been opened again and again. None of it makes any sense, but your instincts warn you that there's more truth in these messages than there's lunacy. You help Daniel to his feet and try to usher him out of the room, hoping there's something you can do to help him. Choose an investigator at patient confinement, Daniel's cell. Put the set-aside Daniel Chesterfield card, asset side face up, into play under that investigator's control. Then attach the set-aside Radical Treatment Treachery to Daniel Chesterfield. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each enemy beneath the act deck into the encounter deck.
Okay, so this pile goes into here.
The discard pile goes back in.
Oops.
Jeez.
This goes back in.
Right. Now we
And
have
it said
34.
Daniel Chesterfield card, asset side face up. Okay, so this is the asset side. He comes into my possession, which actually means I lose Alice Luxie because he has the ally symbol there.
What?
It's fine, you know.
So exhaust Daniel Chesterfield, give control of him to another investigator. When you take horror, if at least one of that horror is not assigned to Daniel Chesterfield, you take good damage. If Daniel Chesterfield leaves play, remove him from the game. Oh, damn.
So you don't want him to die,
Yeah.
but him not taking the horror hurts us. So that's kind of its own little mini clock there.
Yeah, it's like a 3-turn clock.
Only if I
Unless we
take the horror. Only if I actually have to take horror. All right, so then I guess that's done. We read.
Then you attach the set-aside Radical Treatment
Oh,
Treachery
right.
card to Daniel Chesterfield.
So this is a new thing. This didn't exist before. I don't know what this does. The end of the round, Daniel Chesterfield's controller takes 2 horror. Oh, good. If you're at the infirmary, test mind or book 6. If you succeed, detach it and add it to the victory display. If you control the class of Black Onyx, reduce the difficulty of the test by 3.
Ah!
Victory 1, though. Okay, so I could give you him, and you can run your ass up to the infirmary, do a big test to get rid of this, which will clear whoever has him taking horror and give us a VP.
Right.
But as far as this point goes, I still have 2 actions left.
Right.
Here, I put this. I guess I'll just do it like this for now.
Okay.
Okay. My gun is out of bullets. I think what I need to do is look for a weapon because this girl's coming down here.
Yeah, you have no
I don't
stone
like
unturned still.
I do have no stone unturned. I could do that, or I can do prepared for the worst. This is free, and I'm likely to find a weapon because I'm looking at almost half my deck.
Yeah.
So, my second action will be to play no stone unturned.
Okay.
I find a Tommy gun, which I will take.
You have one more action left.
Do I want to move up here to you to potentially give you this guy? We need to be able to soak the horror. If I give him to you, your Arcane Initiate will go away. We need to be able to soak the horror this turn, and I am already at 4.
Right.
I think I need to give him to you, man. I need to hand him off.
Yeah, because I just, yeah.
Okay, my last action is going to move up here, and then I'll do a fast action to exhaust him and give him to you. So you do lose Arcane Initiate. You can use her before I hand him off to you if you want.
I will. I might as well.
Actions.
So yeah, and then she gets discarded. So let's use her. Nothing useful.
So you can. This enemy's in your way.
Hold on. So.
Oh yeah, we need to read the next act. We need to read the next act.
Oh yeah.
See if that changes anything.
Okay. Next act, Act 3A, planning to escape. With or without Daniel, you have to get out of this place as soon as you can. Ignore the text on the unrevealed side of Arkham Asylum locations. If investigators have performed 4 of the following, you must advance. So, know the guards' patrols, set a fire in the kitchen, incite a fight amongst the patients, release a dangerous patient, recall the way out. So we got 4 of these, right?
Yeah, 4 of them. Yep. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we didn't need to do the one in here.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so then we immediately advance.
Immediately advance. Act 3B, a way out. An orderly scream echoes across the hall. Within moments, an alarm rings loudly throughout the institution. Nurses and guards rush to the asylum in a desperate attempt to control the situation. You feel dazed and your vision is spotty, as though you've been struck by something heavy. The walls blur together and twist. Creatures begin to emerge out of the crevices and corners that did not exist moments before. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each enemy beneath the act deck into the encounter deck. If at least 3 monster enemies were shuffled in the encounter deck by this effect, the investigator with the lowest willpower discards the cards from the top of the encounter deck until a monster enemy is discarded and draws that enemy. Now, since we don't have a discard pile, can we say that we skip this, or?
Well, no, but either way it doesn't matter, because this one would take the stack here and shuffle it in, but it's already in there. So, because of that, we don't trigger the secondary thing, because the agenda already triggered it, so we actually dodge that secondary effect.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, I was like, because we don't actually do that action, we don't get the consequence.
Yeah. Right. Well, if there was still like 3 enemies here, it would still go off. Discard pile or no, it's just saying combine the discard pile with this pile.
Right.
But this pile doesn't have 3 enemies and it has 0, so that's why we dodge the secondary effect.
Nice. Okay. So we're actually okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
All right.
So
then
we
read the next act.
Yep. The last and
the
final.
beginning of the next act, Act 4A, no asylum. All hell is broken loose. Ignore the text on the unrevealed side of the Arkham Asylum's locations. Garden gains. If there are no ready enemy in the garden, resign. Finally, a way out. Damn it! We have to make our way to the garden. Objective: if each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. Okay,
so we just need to get up here and leave. So there's a couple choices you have here. Do you have? Okay, so Mr. Valet is not on.
Mr. Valet is not on. I also pitched my my astral travel.
That's okay. I still think we should get rid of this to be safe and give us a BP. So I think you should like head over here, because you have all these cards to pump for it.
Yeah.
And this guy, you can just take a horror to evade it. That will mean that you have to put like 1 on Daniel. But I think that's okay. So you could move up there, evade, move. You will have to take the horror at the end of the round from this, but then next turn you'll have your full turn to deal with that, and I can handle any enemies. Or I guess you could move up there, attack, and go in. But if you attack her, I guess you get a horror either way, whether you evade or attacker. So
Okay,
actually,
I have a question for you. If for some reason I can't attack this person, I can still evade them.
correct.
Okay.
But also remember this: like this location lets you evade.
Oh, take one horror evade for free. Got it.
Yes, but no, you can't attack. I mean, if you can't attack, that's still fine. You can evade.
Yeah. I'll just have to take a horror, and the horror has to go on Daniel, right?
No, if it doesn't go on Daniel, then you take a direct damage. But one horror going on is not necessarily bad.
Yeah.
Because you're going to take 2 at the end of the turn from radical treatment. I think that if you go up there, you evade, you let that horror go on to him, move in there, maybe take 2 horror on you, and then next turn you work to get rid of radical treatment. I can come defend you from whatever.
Yeah.
And work our way out.
I think we have to do that. We have to get rid of this radical treatment.
I think so too. It's VP plus.
I'm just not going to make it. Like neither of us are going to make it transferring this guy back and forth, unless it's gone.
I think in theory we might be able to make it. You might be able to just like book it up here, and just like evade her and get by her. But it is safer and it gives us the VP. This choice is totally up to you, man. I will follow your lead on this.
No, I think I'm going to go to the infirmary.
Okay.
I think we're going to need more time, even if I'm booking it up there.
Okay. We do have a lot of monsters in the deck, apparently, so there's that element that we'll have to keep in mind. So, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right, but that's, I mean, maybe all the more reason to get rid of it, because if you get stuck with one...
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yep. So,
okay.
We did the bad cards, right? We did...
It's your turn.
Was your hunch deck?
It's your turn. I did my hunch deck. I went and handed her off to you. You have a full turn.
Oh, right. Got it.
So that's why you can still do this right now.
Yeah, so we're going up here. We're going to do the location. We're going to take a horror. We're going to put it on Daniel to evade.
Okay.
So that gets... and then we're going to move. And so I'm going to put a horror on Daniel.
Okay.
All right, and now we're going to flip this over.
Sounds good.
2 clues and 3 shroud. Heal 1 damage and take 1 direct horror, or heal 1 horror and take 1 direct damage. Ooh, that's interesting.
And once per round. Okay, so you can turn your damage into horror into damage.
Yeah. So I moved, I evaded, and I moved.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
So you're done. So the first thing is we do the enemy phase. This readies. Constance moves. Then we go and untap our stuff, get a card and $1. Okay. Discard down. Finally, now the round is officially ending, which means radical treatment triggers. So you need to take 2 horror. At least, if none of it goes on Daniel, you take damage. However, if you put both on Daniel, he dies. If you put 1 on Daniel, he's 1 away from dead. So I don't know how you want to handle that.
Like, is there any reason why...
Why you, wouldn't put 1 on him, 1 on you, or...
Yeah.
There are sometimes cards that will do direct damage to allies. We have not seen any of that in the deck so far.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what bad card you have in your hand. You said that you couldn't fight this enemy, so I'm guessing it has something to do with that. But otherwise, I don't know what else. I don't remember, and I don't know if there's.
I mean, I can just take the 2. I have.
Take the 2, then you have to take one physical also.
Because if he doesn't take 1, I take a physical?
Yeah, if you put 1 on him, you don't have to take the physical.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the round.
Yeah.
Now we go to the beginning of the round, which means we pop Doom.
All right.
Into our bad cards.
Ooh, this is getting spicy.
Agreed.
All right, we got an Asylum Gorger. Monster Abomination, spawn in the basement halls. It's a hunter.
Oh,
hits you for 3 physical and 3 mental. Asylum Gorger cannot make attacks of opportunity and cannot attack during the same phase it moved from Hunter.
That thing is on me right now.
It's on the basement halls, right?
Yeah, that's where
Oh, it's that. Oh, it's. Oh, so it did it
and I
automatically
have a
engage you?
weapon. It's just on me. Okay, and I don't have a weapon.
And I can't water protection that thing. No, I can't.
Not.
Non-weakness treachery. Damn it.
That is the unfortunate draw. If I draw like another one of these, you cannot mix up attacks of opportunity and cannot attack during the same phase of the move. This only evades lunatics. So I can run with him on me and he won't hit me. However, he will swing at the end of the turn.
Fratch23 says, in the lady a hunter? The lady is a hunter, and she moved from the garden down to the yard.
Yeah.
And what up, indecision?
Okay, well, let me draw my bad card. Winning walls. Oh, good. That's good.
What is the shroud value of your location?
It is 4. I can't pass this reliably. I'm just gonna have to fail it.
Wow.
I do fail it by 2.
By
so
2.
I lose an action and I take a horror.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we're in a position now where you just need to make it out what you can do. I have to fight this thing on me, but the real problem is I don't have a weapon. So here is what can happen. You don't have... Okay. God, that would come with me.
It's gonna take me like 2 turns to get up there.
So basically what I could do is this. I can go. I could move, evade, move. This guy will not hit me because... Oh no, I only have 2 actions. Never mind that completely.
Yeah, you lost an action from the bad card.
Okay. I could move, fight her. You could do your radical treatment. You could move over here and you could take this guy off me. But that's dangerous for you.
Yeah.
And you could give me back Daniel.
But then you're gonna...
This guy...
You're
You know
gonna be
what?
insane.
Okay. This is... How hard do you hit?
I hit for +1, so I plus 1 damage. So I only do 2 damage at a time.
She has 2.
I do have...
If you could blast this thing on me twice. Okay, here's the only way I see me surviving.
I do have my single AoE in my hand as well.
Yeah. I see one way that I can survive and we can keep going. And our clock isn't that bad, so this would be how we have to do it. I don't love it. There are some potential struggles with it, and it goes like this. I move up here. I fight Mad Patient, or I evade the Mad Patient. I evade the Mad Patient, taking 1 horror. You walk in.
Yep.
No, you can only shoot it twice.
I was gonna say, because I still gotta do the infirmary thing.
Yeah, well, that would be the thing. I can walk this idiot further down into the basement and just die down here.
Dude.
The issue is this weapon I have on me costs too much. So my only choice would be to get $6, play my weapon, shoot him once. I don't have the actions because of this card.
Yeah.
I die to 1 more horror. So basically, I don't see a way. Oh, here. Let's look at this hunch deck. Maybe I'll get the card built. Oh, even if I do get it, I don't have. Okay, great. That doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Um, my only choice is, I think, just to run down there and die, unless you.
Wait, so wait. If I don't heal with the infirmary, I can move over and take two shots at him, but I'd have to succeed both to kill
And
him.
I could succeed once, but you'll be carrying that girl with you too. You could move.
But I could move. Hold on. How much mana do I have? Resources. Because I can move. Like if you hit him once, and move him up with you, and then I move over and I Storm of Spirits, I can kill.
I could hit him for one, and then move up, and you could AOE and then shoot. Leave radical treatment on.
And I can actually. So the stupid card I have in my hand is I can't attack lunatics, but I can Storm of Spirit because I'm attacking the other dude and I'm just AoEing damage the other guy.
Yeah, but unfortunately that means you're testing against the big guy's stats instead of hers.
Oh, right.
Which is rough, but you also have
what's the big guy's stats? I'm fighting.
He's a
4.
4/5/4.
So I would have for shriveling. I would have a plus. Oh wait, no. For Storm of Spirits. Yeah, it's a 5.
Okay.
5.
So
I have Spirit of Thame, so 5. That's 6, 7. It would be 8. It would be 8 to 4.
That's perfect.
On Storm of
So
Spirits.
this is it then. This is what I'm gonna do. This will decide everything for us.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack him once with my fist.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 8 to 4.
8
okay?
to 4. Yep.
That is what I'm doing.
There's only one token in here. Okay, succeed.
Punch him for 1 damage. Okay?
Okay.
Then I move. He does not do attacks of opportunity because that's what it says.
Yep.
This thing will hop on me.
Yep.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
So you can move, AoE, single target him.
Yes. So I have to move over.
I also can take the physical from her, no problem. So if you want to just blast him twice and not AoE for whatever reason, that's fine. I don't care. Like, I mean, AoE does 2 burns, 1 stone.
Yeah.
But your attack isn't quite as big. I guess. Oh yeah, I guess you could use Spirit of Fame on the Storm of Spirits.
Yeah, I have to. That's how I get to 8 to 4.
Okay. Then yeah.
Storm of the Spirits is it's 5 plus Spirit of Fame is 6, 7 plus 4 Cups is 8.
Okay. So then, yeah. I guess this is.
But the thing is, yeah.
This is my only shot of survival.
Yeah.
You just have to AoE him, and it will kill her too.
All right. So Storm of Spirits coming out. It's gonna cost me $3. And I'm gonna use Spirit of Thame for it. So now it's 8 to his 4.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That'll do 2 to him. And it says you cannot attack or you cannot deal damage that card in your hand. How's it work?
I cannot attack.
Okay, so then yes. So that will kill her.
Yeah. It was my way around of getting killed. All right.
Use it 3.
Yep. So I need to do
now
2 damage to it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shriveling it.
Okay.
All right. So now I am at 7, 8. It's 8 to 4.
Sounds good.
8 to 4. I don't even need to pump this up.
Nope. You are good to go.
All right, there you go. Success.
Okay, that was really, 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 really big. I thought I was just straight up dead.
Yeah, I did not want to believe that that's what we need to do.
No, the downside is that you get radical treatment again, which really sucks.
I know. I'm gonna get hit for two heart and a damage.
I might be able to go find that card that heals horror, and I can like grab the clue off of here, which will give us
I really
have
want
you-
my hollowed mirror, but I'm never gonna get it again.
Yeah. Okay, so enemy phase happens. She moves.
So she moves down.
Radical. First, we get our untap and get a buck and a card.
Oh god.
Then we do radical treatment. So you take 2 and 1.
Yeah, I take 2 and 1. Yep.
Okay. Then we are now on to the
Doom. Yep.
Okay,
Now
we
we're
just
on-
need to not have terrible cards.
Yeah, and now we're on bad cards.
Hmm.
An enemy. Humanoid and a lunatic. Great. It's a maniac.
That's okay.
After maniac engages you, take 1 damage and deal 1 damage.
Okay, so you take 1.
I take 1 and I do 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I get something you
I
can't.
can't look at, right?
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Well, things just got real interesting for me. Okay, so the way that this works is I don't currently have a weapon equipped. He has she'll move on to me, hitting me for 2.
I think what I'm going to do on my turn is use this location to take a horror, evade him, the guy that's on me, because he's a lunatic, and then move over to the infirmary and then heal, and then use the infirmary thing.
Okay. I have connect the dots, which unfortunately does not help right now.
No.
Okay, so if you're going to do that,
Yeah, to get rid of radical treatment.
you do that, you move in, you get rid of radical treatment. I can come in there and defend you and actually do the same thing. I can take a damage to get rid of my horror. We can tank up there, and then we can move out. And then she'll be on this location, so that she'll be like super easy to evade.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Wait, is she a lunatic? Yeah, she is a lunatic. Perfect.
When you take that horror, you will take 1 physical damage, though.
I know. But I don't think there's anything you can do about that.
No. Wait, no. If I take him off you, then you can't do what you're doing right now. We have to exhaust him. Crap. Okay, the
Why do we
other
have to
thing
exhaust
is
him?
because it says to hand him off, you'd have to exhaust him. I was thinking you could hand him off to me, so you don't have to deal with the horror.
No, I think I'm going to take a horror and a damage. I think that's what I have to do.
Yeah, because you can't hurt him, you said.
Yeah, I can't attack him. All I can do is evade him. Until, but, I mean, unless I spend an action to get rid of this stupid card in my hand.
Right.
Oh, no. Because I need to go to the infirmary and
I
get rid
think
of radical
just
treatment now.
evading him and walking away solves the most amount of our problems. It does put you at a dangerous spot, but if we want to get out with him, I think it's the only way. So I think that's it. I think that's our only choice if we want to try to both get out of here.
Yeah. All right, so it's my turn, right? Or it's our turn.
Yeah.
It's investigation turn. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to evade, leave this maniac over here, move over, and then get rid of radical treatment.
Okay. So you evade him, so you take 1 and 1.
Yeah.
You move.
Dude.
It is.
All right, I move over. And then I do this radical treatment over here. If you're at the infirmary, test 6 willpower. If you succeed, detach and put on the victory. So I have 6. So I have 5 plus. Oh, this is good, right? So I have 6. It's basically 6 to 6 right now. And I'm going to pitch some stuff here.
Yeah. Just go to plus.
So I'm going to pitch guts. So it's 8 to 6. And I'm going to pitch unexpected courage. So it's 10 to 6.
Okay, that's the number.
That's a number. So it's -1.
You succeed.
Yep.
That goes away and goes to the victor display. You do draw a card off of guts.
Yep. Oh.
That's okay. I can. I don't mind you just doing that to me next turn.
Deal to a semester location. Oh, okay. It's just.
I
It's
have
not to me.
plenty of-
It's just anybody. Okay.
So do you have? You evaded. You
I
moved,
evaded.
you
I
did-
moved, and then I did the radical treatment. So that's basically my turn. Yeah.
I have to do this way. I have to do this this way. I have to move. I'll use Pathfinder to do that.
Okay.
I will play emergency cash.
Okay.
I will play a Thompson, which will clear these both away.
Woo. It's a lot of money. So you're down to 1 money.
I am done one money, but that's okay. That was what the money was there for.
Yeah.
And I will end my turn. So we're both done, right?
Wait. So you moved. You played. You have one more action, right? Or...
I moved. I played emergency cash.
Oh,
I
you played emergency cash.
Oh, I do have one more action. I do have one more action because I fast moved. So I will actually do the infirmary thing. I will take a direct damage to heal 1 4.
Okay.
So now we're done. This will ready. She will move. We untap everything. We get a card and a buck. And we draw our bad cards.
We do the doom.
Okay,
Wait, we
I
increased doom, right, to 3?
Well, almost. But before we do, I think maybe you should use the fast action to put Daniel on me. And the reason why is I don't have to. I can take damage on myself, and not.
Oh yeah, and
or,
I can't take
Alright.
damage anymore.
Yeah, hand him to
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
So that'll be the fast action. We could have done that during the
Yep.
other phase, so he's ready.
Okay.
So he's gonna go to me. Okay. Now we are on to the Doom phase. So Doom us and then Gloom us.
Yep. Doom goes up. And now bad cards.
And bad cards.
Oh my god.
Big turn.
Big turn. Bleeding Walls. Test. Mind X. X is the shroud value of my location. I am in a shroud 3. Should be no problem. 5, 6, 6, 3. Should I just pitch something just to be safe?
God. Oh my god.
I'm going to pitch. It's so good for the money. What's bad? I lose an action, take a horror. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pitch sacrifice. To be 7 to 3.
Okay.
0. Okay. Discard this.
I get a nearest asylum halls. This goes here. Oh god, that's
Pray
That's-
most
that's-
remain
shoot.
sanity. When you attack mad patient, take 1 horror. This is terrible.
it is. It is. So we're in a
but he's in
position.
the place where we can evade him.
He is. This is the thing. Like,
There's 3.
can we evade them all and run past them if we do it as a team? I can move in as a fast action. I can attack this. I can evade this without using that thing. And I can potentially kill this also. I can possibly kill all 3.
By
I mean, I can kill
pathfindering
2 of them.
in and shooting everybody.
I can Pathfinder in, shoot 2 of them, and evade her.
Okay. Yeah, because you have +2
but-
fist and +1 damage.
It's going to be a very interesting situation for me if this doesn't go well. So we're going to do this first. My hunch deck says you can get bucks. Cool. Okay. I think this is the way. And if for some reason worse comes to worse, you run by me, take Daniel, and just try to run as far as you can. Deal?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. First things first. I do a fast action Pathfinder.
Yep.
This guy jumps on me. I take a damage. He takes a damage.
Right.
This jumps on me.
Yep.
This jumps on me.
Yep.
Okay. Life is great.
Life is amazing. Yeah.
Oh no, that doesn't work. This girl right here, I can't afford to take that horror. But I can take this physical damage. So, I'm going to have to do one thing before I move in there. I'm going to have to spend my first action to turn one of my horror into a physical damage.
How are you doing that?
With the infirmary ability.
Oh, okay. That's an action
So
you're taking.
I have to do that. I have to do that. Otherwise I die. Okay?
Okay.
Move in here with a fast action.
Yep.
I have 2 actions left. I will shoot the maniac with this gun. I will be at 1, 2, 3, plus 3 is 6 to 3.
1, 2, 3,
6,
4,
2,
5, 6. You'll be at 7 to 3.
7 to 3.
Yeah, 4,
4
plus 2
5,
from
6.
the
Yep,
Thompson,
you're right.
plus 1 Mace of Swords.
Got it. Ripping it.
Yep.
This thing's dead.
Nice.
1 action left. One action left. I swing at the mad patient. When I do, I take a horror. Again, I'm up 5.
Yep.
She is dead.
Yep. And that's your turn.
Turn will end. When my turn ends, I failed to do this thing, and I take 1 and 1 up. This is gone.
Yeah.
She is on me. So this is where you have a decision. You can run by, take Daniel, book it. Leave me with her.
I could go, take Daniel, and evade her.
You can take a horror to evade her. Oh yeah. You would evade her. She wouldn't hop onto me. I'd have to evade her again next turn, but she wouldn't hit me for 2.
But
Okay.
then we would be able to.
But then that takes an action from you. No.
Right.
I think you just run by, grab Daniel, and move as far as you can. And I will try to evade her next turn and get out.
Do you have the horror to evade her? You don't.
I don't. I will have to do an evade test, but she's only a 1. And I have a lot of pump for evade right now.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not really into this plan.
But what would be the other option is you walk in and you just shoot her 3 times, which you can't do.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. The other thing is you move in, you evade her, but the thing is like, I'm still stuck here.
Right.
You evading her doesn't unstuck.
Right. And so when
So-
she untaps, she's just gonna jump on you anyway.
She's gonna jump on me. She won't swing at me for the turn. If she swings at me for the turn, I'll be at 1 remaining health and 1 remaining stamina. But you will be closer to the exit with Daniel. I think we just go for it.
Okay.
If I take the physical trauma, that's okay. I can live with the physical trauma. So I think this is our best chance of getting out of here, man.
What sucks is I'm gonna have to take the. There's no way I'm not taking the Dark Pact weakness. Like,
Yeah?
I'm totally
Okay.
taking it. It's the price of failure. Okay.
I mean, you can always run by me, stab me to death, and evade her.
That's so dirty, dude.
Later.
Okay. I'm gonna run, dude. I'm running.
Okay.
All right.
You
I'm
move?
moving over here. I'm taking Daniel.
Fast action.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Move 2 more times.
yeah, move 2 more times. Boom, boom. We're at the yard. Which means if things don't go too stupid, I can actually move and then get out of here.
Exactly. That was my hope, is even if you have to tank something once, you might be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
So We are now on the enemy phase. She swings me for 2.
Yo, what up,
I'm
Purple Board? What's going on,
One and
man?
one.
Hope everything's good. Wait, where are we?
Untap. We're on the enemy phase. She hit me, and now we go to card and buck. Card and buck.
Card and buck.
Shuffled in.
Okay.
And then Dumas, and then draw our bad cards. And there's a lot riding on these
Alright,
back.
Doom. Oh god, bad cards. Oof. Treachery. Walls closing in. Test Brain X, where X is the shroud value of location. If you fail, you must either take 1 horror for each point you fail by, or randomly choose an enemy on the set aside monster and put it beneath the act deck.
That's
So where am I?
I mean,
oh, it's at 1, dude.
what? Yeah.
It's a shroud of 1.
Yeah. So you're just rip anything but a tentacle.
Yeah, here we go.
Boom. Easy.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice one.
So that is good.
All right.
Yours is good. Mine is
A maggot swarm.
Maggot Swarm. That's not great, but it's not terrible.
Right.
Okay. I think you just go and leave.
I just going to win?
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to go first. I need to go first.
Okay.
We don't win if you leave. Like, technically, I either have to die or get out. And I
Okay.
need to go first because I have to play this card right away.
Okay.
Because it loses a question mark for each other thing that's happened. So I get +3 to my foot.
Yep.
So I'm at 5 to her 1. That's the golden number.
That's perfect.
Stars.
Yep.
Okay, so she is evaded. And I can put a thing in my happy pile. I don't think I'm going to. The only thing I'd put in there is a thing that heals horror. So I'm going to choose not to do that.
Okay.
That was action 1.
Yep.
God. Maggot Swarm is just so obnoxious.
Yeah.
Action 2 is shoot at the maggot
Yep.
swarm. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3.
4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. Yep.
Fire.
Nice.
Ripped another star. That's real
Star.
big. He's dead. I fast action and move 1. I last action, move 1.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now you bail.
Yes.
Get him out of here.
Okay. We bail.
You
1,
move bail.
2. That's it.
Okay, so you're out. Now we go to the enemy phase. She readies.
Was there anything I can do to heal you or anything before? Like, I had 1 action. I don't think there was anything I could have done.
I
There's
don't
nothing I
think
could have
so.
done, right? What was that location? Oh, no, that's just... Okay.
No, I don't think there's. You'd have had to have done your mirror. I think that would have been it.
Yeah.
But you're out.
Okay.
He's out. You're out. So no matter what, we have the good ending.
Yeah.
Or in theory, I
In
guess.
theory, we got him out, yeah.
So now I get a card and a buck. I get the new. I draw a bad card. Oh my god, I got
What
the
the
biggest
hell is this?
guy in the deck. Oh no.
While assigning damage and horror from beasts, you must assign as much damage and horror as possible to a single card before assigning it to another card.
Okay. So I have only one option if I'm going to survive. I have to unload my gun. It should have.
Wait, what's your hunch deck? I don't know. I don't know if you have anything to help, but
No. I have to evade him, which I
Yeah.
can't do because I don't have enough bullets. If I had 3 bullets, I could shoot him for 7 in 1 turn using my thing.
oh my god.
I have to evade him. I can't fast move with this
Oh
on.
my god, he's got an evade of 5.
Take it. Yeah, and I have a foot of 3. So even with my star effect, I can't do it. I think I'm dead. I don't think there's any way out of this for me. I cannot hit him hard enough. And I literally cannot draw a token that saves me. He was the one thing in the deck that guaranteed killed me. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll go out shooting.
Oh my god.
It's just what it is, man. I'll fire at him.
Yeah,
I'm
5 to 2, and you can't pitch anything.
Well, I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. So I shoot. Boom! I hit him for 2.
Yep.
I pitch vicious blow.
Yep.
I hit him for 3. If I had one more bullet, I could kill him. Because let me double check how many shots I did. I shot the 2 guys in there that one turn, and I shot the idiot last turn.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm 1 bullet shy. I can't evade him. I guess I just attack him. Fail. We go to the enemy phase. He swings at me and kills me with physical damage.
Oh my god, dude.
It's okay. It's okay. I can deal with 1 physical trauma. That's okay. Oh, I just discarded my card to that deck. All right. Well, it was close. That would have sucked because he's with a VP. But you did everything you could to help me. It was close, man.
That was rough, dude.
Real close. I just couldn't.
I can't believe we pulled that dude. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what other dudes are in there, but like that guy is like freaking crazy.
He is the one big one. I remember him. He's the one big monster, who's not necessarily terribly hard to hit, but he has a lot of health. And yeah, okay. Well, let's read. So the way this works is, if each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance.
Wait, was that if each undefeated investigator has resigned?
I'm defeated. You are the only undefeated investigator, so we do advance.
Okay.
I'm defeated. So advance.
Okay, that's the last one.
Yep.
All right. Act 4B, escape. If you took the keys by force, read the following. We didn't, right? We convinced her. Otherwise, the guards are too busy controlling the situation to restrain the asylum's patients to notice your escape. So we go to resolution 3.
Okay. Dash R3. Okay.
Okay.
And R3 is going to be one more. Resolution 3.
Resolution 3. Each defeated investigator should resolve investigator defeat first.
Oh, right.
What is that?
I just remembered what this did. Hey, buddy. I'm going to read this to you.
Okay.
Dr. Mintz, this patient has been medicated and is ready to see you now. Nurse Heather opened the file on the desk nearby, taking a moment to review the patient's records. Any changes in the patient's condition? Dr. Mintz asked in a monotone voice. Formality. Both knew the patient was beyond repair. None. The patient's delusions remain, demanding to speak with the warden, claiming they're only guests and rambling about that play that aired the other night, The King in Yellow. And their other crimes. The Incident Theater. What about 1452 Atlantic Avenue? They believed they were attacked, and they were defending themselves. Her voice was thick with pity. What could have caused somebody to snap like this so quickly? None of the patient's records showed any prior history of mental instability. Can you make any sense of it, Doctor? Who could? Dr. Mintz sighed and stood, grabbing the file from his desk. My job is not to understand. It is secured. Perhaps my experimental procedures will prove fruitful on this one. The nurse winced and felt goosebumps on her arm. She knew how this procedure would turn out, and she doubted it would prove anything. Each investigator who is defeated is driven insane. If there are not enough investigators to continue the campaign is over and the players use.
Oh.
I'm dead. I died to mental trauma, but not mental trauma. Insane is dead. It's the equivalent of dead. I now live inside of this asylum forever. However,
oh my god, you never escaped.
I never made it out. That one monster was the difference between us getting out or not. If another resolution was reached, the remaining investigators proceed to that resolution. So, Now you get to read your ending.
Oh my god. With the asylum staff distracted and patients running amok, you are able to slip away without being noticed. You escape deeper into the garden behind the asylum, where a 2-story tall fence topped with barbed wire is all that separates you from the outside world. You have little time and need to make it far away from the asylum before the guards return and spot you. Using a straitjacket you'd found inside to cover the barbed wire, you scale the fence quickly, breaking into a run as you make it to the other side. In your campaign log, record that the investigators escaped the asylum. Each investigator earns XP equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display, which is 1, I think.
1, 2, 3. 3.
3. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I had 1 from before, so okay. If Constance Dumaine is in the victory display, record her in your campaign log under VIP slain. She was still there. Oh wait, no, did you kill her? No.
No, I just evaded her.
Yeah. Remove all bad tokens from the chaos bag, and then add 2 bug tokens to the chaos bag. Wait, remove all. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm removing the tablets and we're putting an elder thing.
Yeah, elder things, yeah. And then proceed to Interlude 2, Lost Soul. So, Interlude 2, Lost Soul. If the ally version of Daniel Chesterfield was in play when the scenario ended, proceed to Daniel Survived.
Yep.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Daniel survived. You decide to lay low for some time in Ma's boarding house and hide Daniel from the authorities, although you're unsure how long you'll be able to stay in Arkham with an escaped asylum patient. Daniel's a loose cannon, dazed and unresponsive one moment and screaming for his life the next. It takes several days for him to realize he's no longer institutionalized, which for some reason makes him even more terrified. He's coming for me, he rambles, sometimes for hours at a time. Finally, during an unusually warm and starry night, Daniel is calm enough to open up to you. The King in Yellow, it's not just a plague, he explains. It's a being named Haster, and he's already claimed me. But there's still time for you. You are not possessed. You are not yet possessed. You have yet to speak the oath. Whatever you do, speak not his name. Do not give in. You ask him about the strange events that have been happening across town, and of the cultists and the creatures you've encountered. They're trying to find Carcosa, he says matter-of-factly. You recognize the name as the fictional city from the play, the one the King in Yellow rules over. They want to release Haster from his prison, but you can open the way to Carcosa before they do, and you can seal Haster for good. He grips you tightly as he rants, "Quickly, before the stranger discovers our plan!" Hours later, Daniel is incoherent and unresponsive once more. You take a long walk to ease your thoughts, mulling over his new information. You're unsure what to make of his wild claims. Before you can make a decision about what to do next, you return to find the door to your room broken open. Daniel lies in a heap on the ground, his face colorless and body limp. Judging from the bruising around his neck, you surmise he's been choked to death. So each investigator earns 2 additional experience as they gain insight into the machinations of the Tattered King. The investigators must decide. Choose one. Possession, oaths. There must be another explanation for all of this. Proceed to ignore the warning. Or, we must heed Daniel's warning. We must not speak the name of the King in Yellow. Proceed to heed the warning.
I love this one.
What is that?
I love this decision right here. This decision right here is so awesome. And it's all yours.
Oh, I'm absolutely heeding the warning. I feel like the reason you died was because we had to take this guy out.
Okay.
We had to bring him with us.
Okay. So we proceed to heed the warning. Then.
Heed the warning, baby.
There you go. Bottom right.
Heed the warning. Okay, for hours you struggle with this insight into the King in Yellow. What is true? What is real? Only you can sort through this madness. In your campaign log, record that you heeded Daniel's warning. Mark 2 conviction in your campaign log. Each investigator earns 1 additional experience as they gain insight into the machinations of the Tattered King. For the remainder of the campaign, anytime an investigator speaks the name of Haster aloud during the scenario, that investigator must immediately take 1 horror. What? Is this real?
Dude, you gotta be careful what you say.
Oh my god. Proceed to scenario 5, a Phantom of Truth. Dude, this is getting nuts.
Okay. So, let me make sure that I have all this right. You got 3 more XP from the interlude.
Yep.
Basically, we got 3 from the mission,
Yep.
2 bonus from the interlude, and then 1 more from the interlude for heeding his warning.
Yep.
So you gained a total of 6 plus 2 of your from Arcane Research. So I think I have the total down here right. We can look at that later, but I have to record it separately this way for you on our log.
Yeah.
We got 2 conviction, and we can no longer say he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
Name loud. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we have to go to scenario 5, the Phantom of Truth. That's the. Wow. That's crazy. All right. So what does that mean? Do you not get any XP for whoever you bring back in?
No. If I start a new investigator, I come in with 0 XP. This happened to Slimpy once when we played this exact campaign. He ended up going insane in here and lost an investigator mid-run.
Oh, Joey D, dude.
Joey D has had a rough campaign, man. Like, his he got 2 mental trauma, and he was about to get a physical trauma.
Yeah.
But that big monster. It was hard. But in the end, it was all just in his head, right?
Was it?
He's just kind of raving, strangely, in the asylum that you left him.
Oh,
That's-
Joey D. I will always remember your sacrifice. You, at the very end, as we were running down the halls of the asylum, and you pushed Daniel Chesterfield's wheelchair into my direction. You were like, just go!
It's true. It was hard.
Oh my gosh.
I watched your beautiful shaman ass walk out through that door,
Yeah.
healing out Daniel Chesterfield, and I fell.
Yeah.
Terrible monster.
Oh my god. All right. So, as far as all right, so I got a total of 8 XP from there, and I had 1 banked from last time, so I have 9 XP total.
Yeah,
Right?
I think that this is recorded right. I think you have 16 plus 8 from your arcane research. I think you will, after you upgrade your deck, I think you should have a total of 24 experience, of which 8 has to be on upgrading spells that are originally in your deck.
Right. And then, so you are... Oh, man, are we really doing this? Are we really taking Joey D out of this campaign log, dude?
You don't have a choice, man. Well, no, we can leave him right here.
Yeah.
Insane.
In the membrane.
Okay. Asylum. He is... We'll just put it, he's at 10 mental trauma. Because he's just crazy.
Yeah, he just went crazy, dude.
Okay.
Oh, it just hurts. Yeah, no longer with us.
All right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's how it goes.
Oh, so savage, dude. And like, what was crazy about this mission was, you knew it was coming. Like the way it was, like the way you were going. It's just like we're putting monsters away. We weren't seeing anybody. We're like setting up all these like distractions around the thing. It's like shit's gonna hit the fan any moment. So there was like this like suspense thing that was really building in that mission. And then, dude, shit really got real fast.
Yeah, it did. It did. Well, and it was that one enemy that spawned on me down low.
Yeah.
Completely derailed our plans because any other enemy I think I could have like handled and then we could have gotten out.
Yeah.
But it was that followed by that next big one, and it just happens sometimes.
Like,
but
can we
luckily
just look,
kept drawing,
can I just like look through the encounter deck? I want to see if like
yeah,
was that literally the only one that would have like freaking destroyed
The
you?
the reason it was the only one is that there's nothing else with more than 5 health. And because I had 2 bullets left and a vicious blow in my hand, and because of the pump I had, I could have killed anything as long as I didn't draw a tentacle. I could have done 2 guaranteed hits on any enemy. Not guaranteed, but almost guaranteed. So even the Asylum Gorger, well, the Asylum Gorger would have been great because he would have just spawned in the basement of the halls and we could have ignored him.
Yeah. The next card right after the beast was this young psychopath over here.
Yeah. So she would have been an easy one-shot.
Yeah.
I could have, sure, I would have had to take it. She would have been a 5-2, but I had enough pump in my hand to do one big shot. I would have been 8, and then I could have just pitched like something else.
Oh God, yeah. Literally everybody else is like no big deal except for this stupid Asylum Gorger.
But he would have been great to draw because he goes in the basement.
Oh right, God damn it.
Yeah, and that other girl, I guess this girl right here, she would have gone in the Asylum Hall
underneath you.
Yep. This would have been great.
That's so sad.
Straight Jacket would have been fine. Yeah, there was a lot of things I could have drawn and been okay.
Oh, and so my Dark Pact also.
Oh,
happens.
right. Yes. Okay, that's funny.
So Dark Pact, remove Dark Pact from my deck. I search the collection for the price of failure, and I add that to my deck.
I've never seen anybody get this, but I do remember reading it a long time ago, and it's a real treat.
And then, and then this other thing this is what I had is my peril. I can't attack lunatics, and then use an action to put a monster in the deck, basically.
Yep.
I just never had a moment to play this. I always wanted the action.
Yeah. No, and you, it never mattered that you kept that.
Yeah.
That was never the problem. I'm just trying to get all this in our campaign log. We're obviously going to need more space for the campaign log going forward. But, yeah. I'll have to figure out who I want to tag in with 0 XP.
I was gonna say 0 XP and like
it'll need to be another hybrid.
Because it's like because I'm a hybrid, so you have to do another hybrid.
Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be funny. The campaign that happened to Slimpy, we ended up winning, and he survived, so it can happen. It can happen.
I really wanted to get through this with the original team, though. Damn it.
Oh, I haven't had a guy die before. This is a first for me.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry, man. Of course it's when you're streaming.
No, it's not on you. It's not on you. I think it was actually Alice. I think Alice needed to be a beat cop. But that's a conversation for another time.
What, your ally?
My ally Alice needed to be a beat cop instead of Alice.
But Alice did a lot of work in the last 3 missions, though.
She gave me the plus stat, but there was literally only one time in the whole game that her getting a clue triggered her ability to do damage.
That is true.
And she is probably better in higher player counts, where one of your other friends gets an enemy on them, and you can run to that location that has clue. Whereas in 2-player, the odds of an enemy spawning somewhere specifically with a clue, and really not on you, because if you do an investigate action while it's on you, you will trigger a hit, is bad. So I think Alice in 2-player is not the right choice. I think she's a great ally, don't get me wrong. But Beat Cop is one of the most insane allies in the game. Anyway, it is food for thought.
Oh, man. I just can't believe it, especially because you died there because we got so much XP.
No.
Like Joey would have really gone to the next level.
He would have enjoyed it. He would have enjoyed it.
Oh, Joey, no.
It hurts.
Dude, this game is so savage. I'm so happy with it.
Yeah, it rules. Even when something like this happens, it still rules, and I'm totally fine with this outcome.
Awesome. So everybody, this concludes scenario 4. We are at the halfway point in this campaign. So gosh, and I feel like so much has happened already. It's only half the campaign. So like I can't even imagine what's gonna happen. I mean, just look at the cover art, everybody. Like, I mean, things are gonna happen to us. Bad things are gonna happen to us soon.
True.
Like, look at this dude, the Paladin Mouse. Like, look at this dude. It's like, oh god, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad.
Yeah, I really enjoy these missions going forward too. I remember enjoying them, and I'm interested to see what ends up happening with the return too, because there's gonna be some new stuff in there.
Yeah. So when you are, I mean, I know that you're gonna take some time to think about who you're bringing in, but the way that this has been going, the way that my character is built, do you have any characters that like are like popping to mind that you're thinking about, maybe looking into, or?
With how big the card pool is now, there's a lot of choices for hybrids. So, I have a couple ideas. I could either do a purple character, and we could do double purple. I could do a green, and do some cool just use money to get stuff character. But the main thing that I need to think about, this is gonna take some time, and I'll probably like talk to Slumpy about this, is he loves brewing up deck ideas, is I need to come up with a character that can come in mid-campaign without XP and still hang with the big dogs.
Right.
It's on normal bag at least, so it's not as bad as normally when we play on like the harder difficulty, but it's still like tough when you have as much XP as you do. So I'm gonna have to think on it. But I think there's a few good choices. I'm gonna have to like go back and look through.
Yeah, I was everybody. I was texting Matt the other night because I ended up spending a really like ridiculous amount of time on Arkham DB, just like reading all the character cards, all the investigator cards, and just getting really hyped, just like looking at the possibilities. I think there's like upper 40s or like 50 different investigators like on the site. It was like a lot. Yeah, it was pretty serious. A lot of them kind of didn't look like my jam, but there was definitely like a handful that was like, I was like, this looks real interesting.
Yeah. There's 44 of them. It's like right now,
Okay,
of
44.
which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are technically not out yet. But yeah, it's a big pool. I have to look down this list and figure it out.
So crazy. All right. Well, I think that's going to conclude it for tonight. Dosmodius Prime in chat says, "Is this a promo you can acquire?" You cannot acquire this mod anymore. It has been taken down.
There are some others.
What was that?
There are some other programs up there still. Like there's still a few that you can run it, but not this one. Unfortunately, this was something that got taken down last week. But as far as one to learn from, I don't know if any are set up for learning specifically, but there's a lot of videos out there where people can kind of like teach you the basics and go through it if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, a lot of the mods that you'll be able to find won't really teach you the game. They'll just give you all the assets to play the game. And so if, this is my first campaign playing Arkham Horror, I'm having a really great time. But if I didn't have Matt here, who knew the game and knew how to set up everything, even with the scripting, I would just be a fish out of water. I wouldn't really know where to begin. But I gotta say, there's some great YouTube stuff for learning. I know Team Covenant has done a whole series of videos. And those guys are pretty cool. So if you want to check those guys out, just to get some tutorial stuff and some basics down. But I would suggest if you have a friend that knows how to play, that's the best. Just have them give you a rundown. But yeah, this game is definitely worth learning, though. I want to say I should have been playing this game a lot earlier than I have, and I look forward to like playing a lot more of it and just like playing with like different characters. I'm excited to unlock. It's just tough because it's like all the campaigns are so long that like it makes me feel like you play a campaign, maybe you do like a one shot, here or there, like a couple one shots, and then start a new campaign or something like that. Do you just go from campaign to campaign, or do you ever do one shots like that?
For the most part, we go to campaign because the one shots can actually be done mid campaign. But one of the guys who plays with really doesn't like the one shots. By one shots, do you mean like just from another random campaign, or do you mean like the specific one shot solo missions?
Yeah,
Or,
aren't there like specific like
Yeah.
self-contained missions that you can do?
Right. Yeah.